na just enyema gugu na kwam kakra master bafo RCC station master yes denya me baby mtie wana master yes mummy man polosia Mr. Francis Apia UK Kenin Town yes for the bongo boy masha ofedu na siama mo munyina moka ho ema me koma ni mabusua no nyama koye yara akwa we die defender in town ana ne mamenchiao na de tia ne sa ana mi red blasters na maya djuma kakra ho mi ria me the starlet me wura kotoko house of folk mako all blast na other clubs no mayo mu adwuma kakra e de aka ho na de tia ne sa Jordan Ayu na Ghana gusu bobo no ho ahead of World Cup ye be wura Mexico Canada USA and Jordan and pay at the air to drop so ndo gidi yesa preparation ya prepare and ya kono wo gidi yesa nyama nyina no e koye ba prepare wa sansa ye wie pa nya no nko a o se believe ye ho say yan so betu akọ na ya koye bibi wey and the Jordan e ka de Ghana fo nyina in crying.
I just feel like, we need to prepare well ourselves, First of all, we need to believe in ourselves that we can go out there and put in a show. No one is going there. We're not going to spend, the preparation is starting, and we're not going to spend 1 month or 2 months in America, just to go there and just to visit the country. There's no point. I don't mean we're going to win the World Cup, but I want to make it clear. But what I mean is that we'll go out there and perform, to do as best as we can. And obviously, when we go in and put in a show, you never know what can happen. With a bit of luck, anything can happen, So we'll go out there and put in a show and make sure that we stay humble and stay.
Yanko yanim with Jordan wa ana de to dwa say team na onu mu go so boy abedu sabe no onu de won hia so gidi yesa won hia say ye be additions kase bia e wo team no mu.
I think the players that have played the qualifiers have done extremely well. I don't think we need any additions. I think that we have a good team. I think that as time goes on, we're improving. We don't have much time to train together. We always have 1 or 2 days that we play a game. So it's not always easy, but as time goes on, we're improving. We're getting to gel. We're getting to know each other. The unity is getting better. Everything is being positive. Everything is growing. So I don't think it's the right time to have changed. To be honest,
yes, players are both qualified now. Bedu sabre any break a crana cano. Masa additions no. Ebe hardware ti Jordan we are some no. Ti ne bra na just ono aka so ne bra na mama ne home. So Jordan small kan die. Mr. Mo ye de no. Jordan see hia addition bi anti. Mr. Mo mama ne bra ne home. Why? You ko ba wi na be testimonial match video ama no nye ho no. Jordan na some no aka no na matwa bie. Na yanko animan John Pencil enso to so still on World Cup. And a John Princess who World Cup no so group I no your first game in here about Panama. No.
Time for today's sports lawyer.
Boss.
And then Dano. And then Real Madrid and
City
here City. Mauza muyam musro.
Me say
season we Usia Madrid phobia said the
season we no. Season we no. Me am tell the season with the many hopes be our Madrid. Yes, if say Madrid City a part of games na na born be na sinibia. But on paper there we are favorite to beat us.
Oh
yes.
Ramon Tada pa.
Because the manager obu manager ni bebre a passable ni we are players na your mo na coach bin fa adwen kan ho mo ni a. Pep there no so chen there no.
Okay. Bayern Munich trash Atlanta 6-1 in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Barcelona draw at Newcastle.
Yeah.
Is it the Bayern and Inter the events Atletico the MC?
They are true. They are true.
But the other matches no.
Yeah, it will be difficult. Tisega Tasa in Liverpool ni say. Anfield Magic na anya adwuma bibia timisi so
bibia betimesi
bibia betimesi
na bibia so betimesi
o say omuna ko yi interview no
yeah
okay,
so Thierry Henry raised doubts over Barcelona's Champions League. He's a former player of Barcelona, so I'll say the one I said the one and Bayern Munich to be closer to winning the trophy.
Or to put two clubs. Yes.
Or do we account?
Or the Arsenal credit kind. Or say Arsenal and Bayern Munich.
Arsenal better than champions.
Mobile BBF.
Yeah, from Bayern Munich. As no mom say this is champions. Champions, your mom, your boy Ben, and the any boy, and you know. Arsenal count, but Henry, just ask him. Okay, so Eddie Howe say it was a special St. James night. Home and away, wherever we go, be ready. But Newcastle man are there. On the moment before Mbe considers a penalty, look at the way they were playing.
Yeah.
You have only Barcelona and Ebo. When you have that scoreline, protect it.
They wanted another one.
See,
the
more you try to get another one, the more chance to equalize.
Take
the 1-0.
Or call bench, you know.
3 minutes.
No.
Take the 1-0 win, protect it.
Yes.
Would have a 1-0 no call new camp and go and start afresh. Now, oh, because you 2 this is some night and then you. Anyway, so Anslot, this is a very difficult stadium. Liverpool so lose and Anslot said the stadium was difficult both for opposing players and opposing coaches. It's hard to concentrate and it's hard to communicate. Okasa Obiante.
Yes.
Yes. But I'm for any opportunity. And go for Liverpool, I be there. Liverpool can easily, not easily, though, but they can turn this round. Okay. Avaro Abelo Asiafin Osunyejuma. It's my first coaching job at the top level. But coaching Real Madrid is like you have a master's degree. Yeah, the Real Madrid Mawanes or Ukra master's degree or coaching.
This or the ABB.
There be what kind of Tottenham so asemasi now their Champions League hopes fading out, and of course relegation so potential threatens them potentially, and obviously they are red alert. But Ivan Rakitic said it was a big mistake for Madrid and Spanish football to let Luka Modric leave. Why should we should have insisted much more that he stays? Say Luka Modric. Ko Madrid abanaka. Kobe Bopa. And boss, Timmy said, Kamavinga Mobodebia. All right, so today there are other Champions League matches. Early kickoff, no. Leverkusen Arsenal. Very, very difficult. The last 12 games, they've not lost. Leverkusen. Very, very
easy match.
Form.
Easy match.
When you be over ball or lose to 12 matches, on lose here. As Arsenal fans should be careful. When you draw be bad, and you're bad, and now if they lose by 2-1 be at then Emirates so this Anna Baba PSG versus Chelsea, and then Chelsea first they know how to beat PSG. Okay, but Real Madrid City, that is a match of the day, and Bodo Glimt versus Sporting CP, and no 4 matches and the air core. It looks like
the match of the day there coming up PSG Chelsea and commercial.
How the
because City better Madrid.
Okay, so players of across the world have raised strong concerns to management over welfare issues they believe are affecting the team's performance. I could do a meeting with club officials. Has players no main encourage us complaining about delayed salaries. I feel so. Say ama enyema mu ayediam omo basic needs. Omo sa say sikasem no ama se sei. Nsukra any problem forcing them at times to rely on a nearby well. Other na problem in tunes yo air flow to the system.
Sometimes nsuo flow.
Me just say nsuo mo to anoma na omo there.
Is it Utia water bill? Reportedly, say water bill no see in Tiameka. In Tiameka, mean yes, you can tell me water bill. So, no ma.
Stephen, I probably my no motedo. Only 2 months ago.
Man, it's your water bill.
And the lights on the bed, yeah, almost over there. So, when I got some work, you almost salary. What I say? You. Mainly problem with Omunetiano, but you don't give them the money to pay. I was like a year has bill, then they know that omo work we no sheet no so no match them say we nsuo we kamana we say. So like if your gross salary is a bia 8,000 na ya nsuo be 100 ya ti we 80 we na abesi be 7,000. So those are the deductions. Now this comes on in Kutia water like ni twem obi antua it will affect the other.
Some tunsuo no mo dey so pompe.
Sending na light na the pump.
Yes, lights no.
Anyway. These are basic. Where they anyway. Once mahu ade bi say. Oti akira ohun ye mayi. Ebi ani edwa yanum. Ebi ani o crack be west. Nti ye kan ya careful. Nyesa entiase nim. Some players baby omo tia ombekwa akodware akotrade no. Omuzinzu ashot no mgbra bucket. I mean, so the new board of directors of Kotoko have begun efforts to secure sponsorship ahead of next season by reaching out to several mining companies and other top institutions. Okay. Yeah.
There's so much tobacco tikura.
I think the priority is to keep their heads up.
Yes.
For the remaining matches of the season. About that, I say, next season. Uti common next season. But Robbie can't be high, and it's very, very instructive. Say they will be judged from the day they were appointed.
Of course, and yeah.
That's what I say. And the season we come.
Says season you call relegation. Body the
season we come. You know, almost a year. But I'm sure they're also looking here. They should win.
You know, say,
they should win the matches.
Looking at the points, some league now they can win the league.
Me
Oh, boss, what check points now?
And you me can't mathematically, but I'm saying that I don't think Kotoko can win this league. Master American.
Kotoko has some league.
Because if you lose matches at this stage of the league, say well, lose 1, 2, 3. The momentum, time I beg down want to start to win and near the end and go for you.
I'm coach commit my.
We don't need now cause on your home, but you need the same coach now. And now
so we
don't need more additions. Jordan, are you backs current Black Star squad? Okay. Jordan say Honaye. Most and go for some interpretation. One can say many new maybe. Also, okay. Performance coach of Black Stars, John Pencil. Performance coach, Black Star, John Pencil.
You see to it.
The players no
performing very well.
Yo. Now is a players baby I know bar 1 month okay. And then the aka counting in a year. Ghana are ready for Black Stars for World Cup no. Because they say obi from come on no din say the awareness is already there. Blaster JC, me Blaster you be kwan me fa so akwa America. And come on ya doso. Just said there's enough awareness. Baba, I'm in College of Health Sciences na ego so fresh 2026 year admissions ego so ye extending na kakra de ma mo say mo modern na mo meto ye form no. And the deadline one year kono. Now year accreditation by Nurses and Midwifery Council of Ghana and the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. You are affiliated to UDS, any University of Development Studies for no account boom. You are tokese. Say yeah boy, you diploma in registered general nursing. 3 years now certificate in complementary healthcare assistant and you 2 years. Yetima scholarship half. Yetimi hostel facilities in year. Your baby abi suya di ama why nurse papa anya nurse na or pania na to fan hono no woman we kire mu ye government employees or graduates okuwe Amen College of Health I hope adwuma ya nya den na ye kire Arabic na ye kire French. Your number is 020 820 9699 020 820 9699 tano su kumase ene o ye carry ani aka kanje na najig
yes
so papa alkaline water.
Yes.
But more than
say Dr. Otuo-Acheampong say body alkaline will no. Can sentiment. Ya on ta kra nya ya.
That's right. That's right. Nti ye dey use ayenom no. Ya no apebi. Lawyer ya da say ya na Fire yanko Madrid and ne yetaumachi. We are behind Madrid. At least the means Madrid they will get a draw. They can never beat Real Madrid, Baba. Omom Kofi Kesim no. Omonye careful, Momun slow. Madrid will not lose this game. Nottingham Forest will draw. Nottingham Forest only at Madrid.
Osasuna Real Madrid. Getafe Real Madrid. Enti anopay your most special good morning beer na yamu akwaba mrasanso ye konko funkro so nsamwa anopay edi adenchechena ebun fumpa onko funkro so ye de honsem ato anim ensem na de doso ene anopay de disefata sa ohwe na utie ena ye de esum wo kitikiti mampole bi ena ewoma akansuo yanom akabudo pan ya to eboase acheche nsem no ye sede se ene sede fata ene anopay abusiam on the blowings of high sense and Bosseba electricals Messiah F theory Henry na so ye na onimsa or former player Emma FC Barcelona or see after 2025 2026 dia na onim and say o petimsa o betimi agem the UEFA Champions League amana ye ya na Barca eye timba ko a e woni trimpa na name obeka amobia timatsere Arsenal and Bayern Munich and you mu ye se bakom e betimi age afi UEFA Champions League na yanko teki enra Victor James Osimhen nenya sem kitokra emra Victor James Osimhen amotine mame bana the late madanom ne bana aboste demonia dade enra du baby na Victor James Osimhen aye nisio sha ajajonia dade me bam enjoy video no anopay high sense me fanto anim se open television set and atwa betobi e o maso amode no na aye papa refrigerators outdoor just freezers air conditioners amode no de eche abonsu ye sound system afa smartphones outdoor washing machines gas cookers dispensers microwaves blenders rice cookers kettle iron air fryers ningina ojibi our high sense amasuyem high sense best for quality high sense best for durability best for energy efficiency into frame 0302 5500 00302 5500 no friend not very manyina akoye ede amao and a slot ede atudwasa masa sa garatasa for stadium no and stadium kwa offer na hogun so kra dede I was stadium and phone and garatasa phone kana wo mo ebo fie no o communicate to players at papa ningina factors amwa aman kudim jam antime ankom amfa ama wo or say the oka and say aman consider be or believe say ambeko Anfield na fe in the return leg and amatime qualify e Anfield and a slot and insama or the atujam and a pay and your DB amount our Madenosom Virgil van Dijk at the atujasa performance na anya performance e beti amoma renem officer they could have done better kwayam faso e consider set pieces of late I was amye ho adwuma wo mo de to machi na fe all prepare for the return leg said ye tie bia I was amutim qualify I was qualify ahead of Galatasaray Sport Club and then some Virgil van Dijk at the atujam and me anopay Jamaica na no or say Liverpool be qualify ono de 98 and 99% say Liverpool be qualify ahead of Galatasaray Sport Club Lamine Yamal on English football after some on it Newcastle United Asia Enra and I say no crane say Newcastle United omukuta good team na onom de obeka say Saudi place duty baby abefa bie player near any Lewis Hall and Ra on man match pa nanya match ketwa Lamin Yamasam or you happy set and Ra Basa and Tim and Lusunomia a pointer official South John Bebuam I'm a qualification I easy at the amomum our Spotify Campoon Hans Flick anom I train Emma FC Barcelona or say Nyankopon next week a very different game cry our Spotify Campoon or me qualify or say Yankam Emma fans na ente say I important 1-1 and na the lives of Sandro Tonali nom Anthony Elanga nom amanyama difficult dewamom sa ambebo amobona debia am eporum nemum o believe say e ofie ambo different football Hans Flick nensma adutujam anopay ena yadibi emma wo eti how aye manager emma St James's Park amantenom Newcastle United or say na a special night I was St James's Park and already say a few say a away you ready and found one for say say 1-1 I was St James's Park there and you know what film or said yeah I was St James's Park and sa and the betting I am was Spotify Campoon Nyankopobwa next week or say a disappointing say amount to me for victory no Ampong game no and yeah have bands say any year now senka amutimi e qualify na oba qualifier I will say a freedom and ka oshe no fe return leg and quite din bebre and for amount have bands there and na anopay mami konsem fufroma oko Federico Valverde na so ya Federico Valverde si akan Emma Madrid or say gamer and I'm with Manchester City a gamer a difficult na Antoine Semenyo ne Motimbo na obo at the Ama City goes no by him Ogusua Osham left from right and then a total concentration and yes bia do be mistakes in here jade I was I'm limiting now Federico Valverde DM and Real Madrid midfielder Oyerepa Tchouameni or say oh believe pa say I was I'm giving out I'm best and then now I'm to Manchester City officer a gamer a bad no mom said bia I was some couldn't get a team eban Oyerepa Tchouameni nisma alitujam and pay and na mami for two and misa oh down the coco piema they say SMP and Rodrigo a out on team NCK me for two jam sir Kylian Mbappe a out on team NCK and a Thibaut Courtois in goal post Fallon Mendy and about number 3 Trent Alexander-Arnold about number 2 Raul Asensio and about Nafe Ukoma wabo with Antonio Rudiger Raul Asensio Antonio Rudiger and 51 abaya Oyerepa Tchouameni o jam 51 unya ada gule onso jam 51 Nafe enimieno aya Vinicius Junior and Nafe Gonzalo Garcia webom ene Emrantia woman started at the Tim Thiago Pitach at the jam 51 yes semina at 2 and anopay another gamer anyone pa Paris Saint-Germain against Chelsea 8 p.m. and Ray and Luis Enrique at the Atuja say on team confirm say João Neves ever started game and I say João Neves and team and started game was say Champions League day a different from league games or say obekaya last year baby amunamia amufa ebe bo playoff PF mum akwaje the Champions League from nom ente set last season embra homote Inter and dismantle amaje the Champions League namom owa areshemusa ene against Chelsea nkudimdiem ebe ya amo edia Hans Flick trene ema FC Barcelona and Central Fobusano say a fatigue na ebre ena ase after mo Atletico de Madrid Spanish Copa del Rey second leg no we ase Barca performance drop kakra ena say Ukrainian injuries affect team no and of course ultimately brand and from film or say a tough to take aderum a day na St James's Park na yeba yerim say oh ye din kunima wie ye ntin sam no.
Yeah, we do. I think a really good performance from the team. Very, very good in all phases, really. I thought we limited them with a really good defensive performance from the team, and I thought we attacked really well too. And although we didn't create an abundance of clear-cut chances, I thought there were chances all through the game for us. Great to see us finally score, and then, I mean, the last attack of the game, last kick of the game, that's a tough one to take. Yeah, I think we have to believe we're very much in the tie. I mean, the performance was very good, as I say. I thought we played well against them the first time, and thought the defeat was harsh on us. I think the draw was harsh on us again, but it shows their quality. If you switch off for a second, they will punish you, and although I didn't think they really looked like scoring today, there's warning signs. They've got quality, they've got players that can hurt you in an instant, and that's why I think our defensive performance was so strong. So really pleased with the players individually. I thought there was also some really strong performers today, which is great to see. Yeah, I think we have, when the cold light of day, when we wake up tomorrow, I think we'll see all the positives rather than the negatives. Tie's very much alive. We've played really well. I think we've shown our qualities. We've been really competitive, as I said.
Enra Adena Bayern Munich a statement to send it to the other teams afia nyabre ye presi Champions League no na after the game and Michael Olise at the Etu just a good game Nima and Ram in the game na I will keep perfect for the team and official I was building upon that solid performance and Ram when we team done a day Alfonso Davis some problem na Demete HM out for some time kakram na go to do I mean confirm amount opinion as what to say the next game Walusua in Perifobe Pomonom and your reporter Eka Mensa and pay na Clint McLely or say a war Paris and then Yanka set Chelsea ready for the game Chelsea team and your team on Mesro Paris Saint-Germain da Otra Paris Saint-Germain on Friday I'm gonna ask Monaco na Monaco show me Terewana or see way in your last season Paris Saint-Germain no Liam Rosinoa as a son in my year and couldn't about Chelsea dia and what he Oko Atalanta coach Rafael Palladino. Now, I'll say Ukrainian the performance of his team, not our firm, no Kranisa and Ra, so Tiffy, not buying Axel, not all Pusa Sadia at Abaraka. Now, officer, the team could have done better. Malo Gusto, a player, I'm at Chelsea, I see Chelsea, El Paris, Aquacotin. Chelsea phone conquer my trima que and conquer Pulum Palam Samoa victory in the Sadia Tibia. Among some about I can Diago Pablo Simeone or say Moamu Soria, Moki Kana Julian Alvarez, Equia Juman at the Ama FC Barcelona, Nucrabianim, Boynani J, our Atletico de Madrid, Ottenham, Aya Juman, Ama 80 Madrid, Bobo Corum, and what Manchester City training and Ra ahead of Gamer, woman. Madrid Ababon or the video back to some now if you enjoy kakram and watching a good tea at the Atuja Alvaro Abeloanum officer I was I'm backing and mano I was a supporter some eternity on him in and out of the club and officer Ababwa I'm an animal koye at the Amatino Alvaro Abeloa at the Atuja Ocean de Pa na Madrid Massa where and the first coaching job at a top level and also a lot final training section before City game no Madrid and some etime na pom kakra nina ebehwem training na Madrid and some etime ayeye na remodels na making abusiam the grander fans no amaka at the atwom say way enya good deal massa yenya bre say place a prepare musu betma sebe as number 12 munya dede na fem fan team na team eman kurum dem emfa emram Pepsa Antoine Semanyom and Magahi as settled in very well a gamer a difficult game on Casa Madrid no or ya banu abisa kwa in a Champions League more history game no a game a betting Pep Guardiola say obenya nankene game no Kylian Mbappe Jamua Osia Kenny Bie Donnarumma ete atudwa se or expect the second leg Kylian Mbappe ebe fit na fe wotimi abo game no biem na Alvaro Arbeloa yanse ni summary of the press conference and ahead of the City game.
A difficult one, as you said, against a great opponent with great players and a great coach. But I think it will also be a very beautiful match, one that the fans are really looking forward to. Obviously, we are very aware that we need them. Our only objective is to win the match. That's how we will go out onto the pitch, very motivated. You already know how important and special the Champions League is for all of us, and with that mindset, that desire...
Kai Havertz say, are you okay? Are you fit to start games? Declan Rice say, Martin Zubimendi, he has been a super player for a team. Nema Odiaka asked the team no elsewhere and against Leverkusen. I'm not trying to say Kudimjero, Ebetim Abba, Atletico, and resources that Ebebo, and yes, Copa del Rey final. Na 25,680 tickets and amutama afanumi no Joshua Kemik said a free Champions League no buying MJ. On that note, I'm pay yeren kofun close 70 AC boss player Sometymer Otuo-Acheampong in team no extra fe dia kabia amute atwaso nemom jayarsa saprekon me se jayarsa prekon anonti APA Herbal Clinic, APA Herbal Clinic. Omodie, womu sa eniya de nya press conference. Anya jatumu sa Dr. Kuni no wono ena ode drone ka woni na abusia woni ade no ni nyina etimi eko intero play yebeko na dog ene dinkomo cheche mu why e wo se yeko APA Herbal Clinic. Dog, good morning. Sebibia fine. Nti yema salamu alaikum. Na ya we so happy Ramadan so. Nti anopɛ de dia kan nyina ya odi ayetie.
Medase na medam ma me papa mu ase da bia me ka me se busumi we mu emunante eya emunante eya pa na so Otuo-Acheampong Nyankopɔn na de papa mu ne ma me wo bɛyɛ dai ebetwa baby biala wo a wotime nka baby biala wo hwɛ me baby a wotie me bia frɛ wo nua ma me papa wo yonko no so ntweme kasa fidie na enipe fra so heba de chefe won so ne nsanye de enka hyɛ nso sɛ APA Herbal Clinic ekofa bainane na hia na osofo ata osofo abrante osofo 3 days osofo rasta bunni Dr. Kunyina na wiase nyina ginatum ne yepo ne din because of abibitro entinom na oni masanya kita hodie ebiem no na hyɛ ne sɛ wie ye bremu mi nam de bibidro A2 ani flashing ewa abra menye wo operation men hye wa hwani wa men fedo so nyɛ de enwu ani ne so mem waduro na ma de akɔfra aduane ayɛ de adi koko na abedi a wodi bi agum enkwan ya wodi bi ayɛ de agum aduro ne fantini ma fa mogem ebetre ne ma beye mu adwuma epepe tre ne ma kum tre ne mu kro na aba ani no so aba woro so ama ani na ayɛ de atia ekwa enye de emabiem eti se wani no so ye wisi eye o kantan eye o kusu eye o kabisi eye o sede ententan wo so no anopa wi anwumre wani no so ye ofita sede ebo asina tumirika na ni APA Herbal Clinic enye enkitan odie se ye glaucoma cataract ete oso tumirika na de ebra makase busumi we mu de sofo atame ankasa me wokumase krodum ha metima adwuma me ye de me ye adwuma na wotwe we mu adanse ne de bro adwene ne ntiase so menim se Otuo-Acheampong Nyankopɔn osa yade entems ane na adanse na ye bebre na nyanwanwa se wono na tumi ni nyina ye de ekura no na wotwe mu adanse epie APA Herbal Clinic no eburu adwene ne ntiase so mesi adanse na me mobi wo TV so biemu na se opese won saka bia bowura so ye ho ne behunu de eko ne hunu de ye de ewo ho because my boy wura kwa ye bretum medunu brane hahama enkohine ne yabna ena medi edi djuma mede esa yade mesi masre ye wo meto capsules ho wo metu nsu aduro ho tablet bi ani ho oba ho a eye edusam ena wo de kofle aduane aye de edi enua na nkasa na mesi aye ne powder mesi fa kofle aduane di kokko afa bi gum enkwan afa bi ye de egum enya sa so medunu brane hahama ne enkohine ne yabna no mede ma wa nkasa wa wakohye wa de dido wakono wa de aye de anom ebeba besiesie nipadua na beye nipadua ni mu adwuma ma so ho ayede atowa ekwa enye de emabim etiba bibiala wo a wotime ka bibiala wo a wutie me se yade krankro anase titiri wani ena ehawa tumirika ne bowura APA Herbal Clinic sano so se doma hinkro eho na so ekese no ewo ye wo brada jom apia kubi coast na kire ope ene yewo na obekumase ame wo kwada so edwinase market na chi ho a ɛna me wo sa enso na omo afone ne patamu ne wuku doctors ne wo Genesis FM premises wa omo ye adwuma senso se udru Genesis FM akọ abrosan na chi ubeduru ho no ubehu se edom ne wo ho enkonwa yede e wo ho ubeduru na line ne e wo ho a doctors ne eye adwuma sa so na omo wo baabie ne patamu ne se hwifo ne nyina efiada bia metena se wo baabie ni adehye FM premises wa emia mabobodi ni tumrika na bra na wosoro nyankopɔ bɛfam so ma yaresane fa ho dia ye odia ba kumase me wo kwada so edwinase market na chi hwa me ye adwuma firi juada kopem memenda kwasia da nkwa na me nya adwuma anopa no nsia kopem anwumre no nsia me sisi bɛbɔ no num na matena se eti no nan ne fa na wo ye den na wo fidie nim edi tumrika na fo ni kire kwada so dwinase wo pampas wo gi runabout wo sofulai wo dia fo agrek enzima ka se wo fo agrek ka kachere mate ne se ubesi wo dwinase baabi anifrafo ni school ni wo no ana market hwa yesi wa abusa se upe APA bunu ni doctor na wo hwe ani na kura do beba ahwe ho saa so na mo amufiri wo boase ne mpatamu urban central region fo no udru santase runabout a also taxi wo ho a elodu bedwinase wo de ofo taxi na wo se wo kɔ software tade wo hwe ani no omodo obeyede ebeba ebie heba enam se mikura suru na mikura sase ye na nanom atempon ye na nanom anamon nam so edi midwumenti no Obama so ya eye krojin ewom enim mimi nse nipa se me no kasa na ntiase ye adwuma no wo se me hwewa me mo wakonya se wo charges no bechemu miensa ana betuamu fa ogi adunu ko yuso improvement na do besaye de aba enye maso ya baabie no abede obenya ne sa edi baabie biala wo wa wotimi ka baabie biala wo awutie mi wabamabu eni no de achinchina wapa aba wabre eye wo se asan ensan tumrikana ni APA heba clinic enyan kita hodie afeso mo diabetes hypertension stroke akamato ono moto ase etwemo no saa yade wenim nyina eye bonus e wase ho omo hepatitis eye ulcer nom infections ahodo ni nyina prostate ni nyina oba APA heba clinic ye betu ase e de amount je number no osu betimi afre na de wonti ase no wa yede wabisa number no eye 0531
0531
78
06
51 0531
78 06 51
0541 56 51 99 0541 56 51 99 ebia odi en eye glaucoma da bia me kam se glaucoma na kanfo frɛ ni hintefraye yade a ehinta esie ni pada krope na abese wani na yede e dia ma na akwasi broni se anu ni aduro ebie heba memoanya ho nti ase se glaucoma no eyetrim yade o amama na abegyina wani ni so ewotire nim eti se wanya aduro be yetire nim odwuma bibie no abeye na ma na yede ayeye doctors ni ma yenya nkyeremu se eyentire na da yetinim na sa entine no ena me yani ni ya adwene nya nkita hodie sa entine no pressure eba so a ena kofa sa ya de glaucoma ne de edeba na enam se entini da trenim untimi nhuru ani ni so na untimi nsoso ma ne nko trenim nkoye mu adwuma eno nti na kwase broni se ano nya de eni aduro ebie heba me moanya ho nti ase se tumrika na bra so ho na se entini ena pressure aba so de a nipadua no eye mogya ni nso na edi afusanen ni nyina beko beba entini mu nenam ezachimate bi ana pressure ba entini so a ewo se wunya aduro be ye entini mu ye de adwuma enna makeka no bra ne hama enkohine ni abra na bom aye na dusam se beje ko fredi anna de edi koko afa bi gum enkoya afa bi ye de egum aduro ni infantry mu mfa mogem emla tire ni meye mu adwuma epepa tire ni mu kum tire ni kro na emla ni so na horoso ma ennenya de enti a ekwa enye de emma bi enti wo wa na wotiri pai woti fatimi dwa se wa na ko wa na aba obi wa na sum ye ni hu se de nikanika de no obi apampam tutu na afi kro timi mfa ntu ni tiri no aye de wanunum tumirikana ni APA heba clinic enya enkita odie awrade be fam so no aye de wa boa wodi ne ya cataract ete da bia meka me se ete ne o mahudo mienu ye wodi epie aninim ne wodi epie anine so wako hospital doctor se eyete na epie waninim ewo akiro ye ho hwenye de enyeye bomode na bra APA heba se obama so na me hwehwe mu ma me hu se eyete na epie waninim a memu adura ma de afrade ne dia ebeyi ete no epie anine so na na afri so ma ani na ide ate saa so na eten esi wani ne so ene wani batuntum ye hu amama fita na agi wani ne so afa menye wo operation memu adura ma de afrade ane dia ebe na ne eten na ekwa emabiem ebia utie me want me nkantem wani ne akoye na operation ne ade na saye de ababiem da bia me kam se yade no eye ne yade so nya ne yade
eye tirim yade panimfo se anibo a ekotirim enti wani ni bonkum ka enkyere ne faso ede aka na yade ne wotirim se wani adura be yetirim mo adwuma bibia no abe na ebe yi eno na ABA heba makika no bra ne hama enkohini ni abra na boma ye na December se beje ko Fred na ye de edi enti wani ni akosiesie na yade na sa babie mu a enka titumrika na bra doctor se wani ntiri ni matete wani ntiri na yemre pressure afu wani ne so tumrikana ni ABA heba clinic enyan kitahudie na urade farms no onye de omo je number wa bra na afia de aka ye de eto aso number no fresesi a de wonti ase bisa nurses ni wa kwanya owo do ne ntiase owo buo ekwan ya obefa so no wakasa ama hunchiremu bi a wope mesrew enflame sase me ba memfa sika se na emra ABA heba clinic yaso ye ho enye pharmacy ye ntondro eye clinic yase bra ne ye nhwo na de ewom ne ye nkantro no ebe ma na ye charge o enti woman na wo frese memfa sika se na emra sebi ozofota menya magic mi hu ya de na ma charge o enti bo modi ne tumrika na bra frɛ number ne sese na ne nurses ne nkasa number no eye 0541 56 51 99 0541 56 51 99 0502 81 21 61 0502 81 21 Ebi ba me number no oso betimi afrese si a ewa bra na afia de aka no eto aso ama
ya da si ebi heba de bia na yeka se wonya te yen kampa na hu se wani hu komo na ye ni wudi na me de bia na me soma san ameka ni se nipadia kwa no ba bia ehia de bia se nipadua ne chimato bi ba bia ye da ye no ni yetiti ni adwene ho we de bede na afimi so kwanko yare aba me so yi ebede na akọ na emu wani de bia me ka se wani ni so how ba so a obede na akọ na abede nso na aba enti bra ebie heba na ye moa entena fie nka se aduro bi ani ha entena fie nka se ma chinchina be esan se wa chinchina bra wanti ebie heba omba ya so ye ho meso ye nhweye wona ananti bebre o mabro munim se na nka wieye na ba se de oni ba bia kobi no ba ebie heba no ebe so ye hye no huni say yes say e waduro ne e waduro enti bra ebie heba niema obibiduro kroje a ye mfra mu ebibiduro a ye mfa bibia enkan ye ne emfa bi mana so fa kofie na fa kodi ukoko koko na wudi ade kakra gu mimi suro adunom enti ye ne natural ways ade ma ye na aboa nkrofo bebre enti wuti fie ye den wo maame na oyare na oda ho na nani ye ne ya enya na bro wate driver ni a wo driver wutie ye enya ho abro to amika na bra ebie heba na beje bibiduro kroje a ye mfra mu na fa bi fra waduane nedi enwumre wudidi ade bia fra nya ade a eye ha onye bedin wona mano anso acheche kakra na wo rabem ne shawka boot anata shaw baby o bag ya na de kakra him enti wo bedidi ano ne se wa fa bi na de agum na wadi eye easy kra ede ma obi enti bra ebie heba ya shaw space wo pese oyito wa ebra ebie heba ye beboa mo wa yi ato me space no ye wo medical one na doctor na prescribe de amaye ene wo bi won so de bo life de na different emum wo hye bia doctor ankasa na se hye de a bra ebie heba na emo na yito ho no mo sanso na yo obi a wo de adrogu wani so a ebie heba nkwa na betimi aboa na yamo wadru a ekwakoye ntini modwuma ye mogani modwuma na aboa ma nso so atimi akọwanim ewa brabo enti yare bi a eha wo HIV mu a na eha wo omo makọ hospital mo kwa check ya na ye positive omo nso guje mo mu do mo nye omo ho no omo ko ba ebie heba no eno omo results no mo de be kire ni a obi ho e ma na aduro bosome na mo ani nyina asa afri nipaduam obi ho no ma obeje aduro na ne sika na otua hafa 2 weeks time omra na onko check load ni famra no ubo nsane mo ane so atekra intimisi HIV ni de anu aduro a ebepie mu ebie heba eye white o de poanso na ha wo nso a bra ebie heba na mo asa de na oba hu no wo ho a wani gie nyina time yira enti bra na ma waduro eye moa ne nkum ni nyina mfiri hu se de be ya wo nso ho beto fichikomu ya wo ni nyina ebie heba ye waduro ho de be ma wa eno so beboa na emome ye need ya bra ebie heba insan ye ho because we san ye ho akwa abeba de bia me se to papa preko na wa amoka be ya so be chinchini a afi na ho sika nyina asa wo ba ye bie heba afi na bebo abubodi a kire nti bra ena wate ye nkan bra na me ye na maye eni ma enya anye enenam bra ebie heba da beji aduro efi ye ho ne ye duro na eye kroji a ye fremu said the bayer beboa
said the bayer a beboa and say ye who say ye who nemo would as a why de at all and more being can't say we yadi and anu near do ye who finya the enyi to mrikanabla ABA Herbal Clinic na when ya mensa yeti asenya de enso je ABA Herbal wajem so say when ya mensa wom ye wo kwada so edwinase market nechi wa na ye wo doma hinkru ye wo banada joma pe ku bi coast na kire ope ene ye wo mo amwo afo no ene doctors ne wo go so Genesis FM abrosen ni mo monti abonten ho enye wo mo na abotent wa abonten ho ye wo abrosen ni ti ko Genesis FM danim enye sa so ababie ni se wifo ni nyina nhia me wo adehye FM wo se hwibabie ni tumirika na bra na Awurade farms no onye de omo Awurade nyankopɔ enka ho onmomo onyu fresa ne nsuye omra bo fon pempem ho sabenhye ene dai na depa bi tie ne ehia enkoma hoodi mu a ye de aseda na yiya mane di konkragidifo nyem so se amen
amen ABA Herbal ye damase papa ye to aso edi amamo ye twa ye ho ye ba show no ebe to aso fa Pepsodent Charcoal ne Pepsodent Herbal toothpaste etwi osen eno ene beboa eno ena ebe ma osen aye fita eno ene be yin kawan ne osen asin konkone ne nyina ede afri ho eno ene ma gums enya hoden efri se ye the fluoride natural charcoal lemon mint ena zinc ena ede aye green tea any herbal extract and so our Pepsodent Herbal toothpaste no emu apose no Pepsodent Ghana Dental Association ajatum say no ena ebeboa Pepsodent every smile matters Amen Scientific Hospital Brian say fa stroke ade bra yebetu ase fa wo hu nsembra yebemu awo kama fa yade bi atan so achene bra na yebetu ase edi amount eno ye friend chronic disease or infection oba ye machines no ebeyi oyade na pie wa bread wa gina so na ye no ya ma obi na wanom akọwidie ni mo said ebe ya yade na enu di esie no eno so atumi apie efri ni padua no emu ye kuma se atwema tachiman kwada so fon ase kwan so ho ena Amen Scientific Hospital ewo ye other branches ewo Ghana ebi wo enchi Boga wa bibiani Accra Takrade Tamale Atebubu Nkoko Sunyani ho Sehwidebiso ena fe ho efren 0277 00 1234 0277 00 1234 ene enkasa asama sifie upesika ede akoso asem kra no wanante a wakomo anim omu nyina ho obi antumi amwawa mekanfo Sometymer Bank PLC ena ediama omo ena esika krabia omo boa ema osika sem ntotoye ekonkan omo na boa ema sika eba obotom abribia omo ma osusu loan micro group loan salary loan agricultural loan normal business and commercial loan edi account na de tiene se okoma so ya one baby savings account current account fixed deposit susu savings special account joint account and a fake account and so account kuntina se and a head office no ewo omo ewo branches ewo atonso agogo jache kokofu trade ahinema kokoben edwena se ebu akwa atonso bokro eputoja magazine efia kobi and a abinchi market for Sometymer Bank PLC ewo 0508 64 2705 Sometymer Bank PLC expert in unit banking ensuo no ye mienu acidic water and alkaline water acidic water onum ko nipadua ni mu a e how and a bro ni nya ne se acid e be gina system ni mu a yade bia ba ya no aba abetena na munum alkaline water e ne ma mienu e pamu yade afiri nipadua ni mu ewia na acid na akogya nipadua ni mu no eno so ayi afiri ho hyene nso esa anwa aduane bebreba aye di no empempie de acid ewre nipadua ni mu ensu ahodo bi akonom no e de acid akogya nipadua ni mu nom kanje na flushing system no na alkaline kwatere mu a one yade etu nkwanta mapai meka so liver kidney no akoma obebo ho ban a e kanje na energy drinking water your red blood cells no white blood cells no e mana hoden na ako e de atia enyarewa ensu a minerals bit say calcium magnesium potassium any iron ewo mu eboa e ma nipadua no enyini from e kanje energy drinking water ensu yi ebi ewo Brema UGC Tafuni Road Aboru Junction, Lizzie Hotel Santasi Runabout Pakiki, ewo Stadium Sumankwani Junction, Ashtown, Bebre ewo ho, Fresh 0241 44 9191 0241 449191 and a 050737 9474. And yadie ni nyina last stop Apomodin Herbal Clinic. Yadie bi he ni no say e bi cataract, say glaucoma, say syphilis. Apomodin Herbal Clinic ebe mu ani no ehu ade kama. And yadie no me se na omayi e de free ho e de amount. Henia ulcer, gonorrhea, candidiasis, waist pain, any goiter, compo kwa, and also omo etu ase. Kumasi so follow I soldier for kwine so woman Assemblies of God are sorry no and a edi enimhwe. Apomodin number 0551 098961 0551 098961. Bosch digital satellite decoders they have football matches. One more na do ni nyina ewo. Ebia Operating Game Center, Hotel, Jumadie na odi, Guest House, and also Oya, Okona say Obama decoder ni bi, na biaye was all the TV ni bo, hotel or guest house or restaurant or game center hono, udi decoder na man, said beya, TV no, varieties, ubenya ball ahe, benya movie ahe, ubenya nyuma ahe, religious programs, nina, ebi bash ni decoder no, eso, oya installation ma oya, no ahe recharge, the account, Abripo Junction, Sheep Mueho and Omo Ewo 0200 050848 0200 050848 a number of free bass now neno akasa grow fine about tonic no e moja drama pa eboa ema efichi komu ehaw oyaw ewo efichi komu ensisi so onsabuo no ensisi so ma anase moja no etu dodo a num grow fine adro no ebe kama unum grow fine ubedi di kama ubeda kama onsane onan moja ni sane wo mu sede be ya otena ba bi cha onka se ananse achew grow fine no ebi ewo ba bi eto no bia ewo man mu ha dodo na pato digital bar clinic kuma se amakom runabout omo ben Bank of Africa omo number a o frɛ no age adro ni bebre no 0244596532 0244596532 afei grow fine makes you grow fine. Yeah, call Gaston Marble Stone so I say na say the project no ne IFO. Ni nyina ne say basi and design projector. Yeah, e be a swimming pool and how the two fie oh yeah wall. Oh yeah tile. Oh usi fie and I say be a school be na usi a sorry be na usi now per se unya Marble Stone. I de beba be classic contemporary designs amawa Augustine Marble Stone. Yeah, Marble Stones no and a efe no and a papa no ena chese eye abefo dia eye dia nim difo dia che no maba abehyehe edi amount ye wotakwa ena kuna junction brabeje amabo stone bi eno ena efe pa 0540415616 0540415616 0596396483 na yajo so ye nationwide delivery oto yamabo stone no na unika kwa na se kuna junction baby a obi ano ye de bebrel na odi adi ujuma edek SM bites o epeja watinkem e yadro bi a epeja watinkem libido no ayira kra na apeja mama ya na meka se ehwehwemu ndi ya to ho ensesa nti wo se na wo sesa ho na watumi ni hwehwemu na ya to no wadi so kama ni nyina ne se obi ho a busumi eneka ho a yetwa ena mako bese edu bako oni ne ho kani kranhia 11 days in the month unya ne ho kani hia na se march busumi aka bese 20 days ni awie 20 no wo be fall short ni nya ne se 21 times na so no ho kani hia busumi nim na 20 ya ka ekura no ebede na debi ada watumi no ho kani hia enunti ena onum edek SM bitesa ebebo apapapa ene ono kani wo ho akakra bia na akondo no kakra bia no so ekon edo emanom memanom eisisi are free ho eyi we spray for na premature ejaculation enso ed free ho ebi o herbal shop chemical shop ewo oman Ghana mu edu herbal clinic confirmed by edek SM bites the numbers 0243 989 368 0243 989 368 0201 044 221 na on edek SM Bitters wɔn mpanyinfoɔ ɛdi nkɔmɔ na bibia ayɛ kama ɛdi amount deɛ yɛde wie no ɛyɛ adwumako kɛseɛ baako a ɔpɛ security personnels na ɔne ɔmo ayɛ adwuma enti no woyɛ interested a ebi a wo no w'ani gye security dwumadie no ho a wadaroma frɛ number wei na ɛne mpanyinfoɔ ɛndi nkɔmɔ bɛfrɛw ne atoto ano ne ahwɛ experience no wɔ bi a ne ehu kwan a yɛde ɛfa so 0554 257 419 0554 257 419 ɛno ɛyɛ number a wofrɛ na oni dwumakuo yi ɛdi nkɔmɔ ɛfa security dwumadi a ɛno so abɛda hɔ a yɛpɛ obi ama no ɛdi yɛgyina no so na yɛde aboafoɔ ho nsɛm no deɛ di kan yɛde aba na wieyɛ ɛwɔ dwumadi no so live on Oyerepa 100.7 live ɛwɔ Oyerepa Radio ɛna afei Oyerepa TV Ghana yɛ live ɛnso ɛwɔ Oyerepa television ɛyɛ amekasa wo scan ne decoder na ɛyɛ digital ɛyɛ terrestrial digibox no wo scan a wobɛnya yɛn na wahwɛ yɛn ɛwɔ so dwumadie no dumienu ɛna yɛbɛma yɛmu so na afei news team no abe take over ɛde news at 12 ɛnso ɛde abrɛ nti no mijemu ɛde ama Mr. Sometymer Otuo-Acheampong bɛma boada na ɔde show no atoa so ɛde ama mo sɛ obed ɛwɔ ha captain siasia ɛwɔ ha ɔboy jibo ɛwɔ ha ɛna afei Zakito Alhassan Sai Zakito so wɔ ha no ma wɔn mo ɛdi dwuma no ɛde ama mo nti no sɛ obed yes nti bibi ayɛ fine bibi ayɛ fine asɛm bia ni akyiri dabi asɛm bia ni akyiri dabi ɛne de asɛm bia ni akyiri
ɛde yɛturo fire baro ɔte asɛ bibi asɛm wɔ hɔ kata
sao
bibi asɛm wɔ hɔ nti yɛyɛ ndɛn young concept no so straight and I think say UEFA Champions League matches no eba so enra and it was quite interesting because I was sure Barcelona Newcastle was a game and a lot of attention was so Bayern Munich easy form against Atlanta was also a big game then now when a club a friend Atletico Madrid and Hotspurs also being another tough game now and also Eddie Esheshe so maybe bia etimiko ye na ze chama waso ahye wo anko na no na yen shan sem na se mfam free Barcelona game and no boy against Newcastle and how the game was before the game so too ni nyina dey to just say Barcelona were going to have a hell of a match to survive against Club Efreno Newcastle because of the level of intensity Newcastle did do omujuma over the St James Park. Now before this game, now Barcelona about 2 matches are now draining Barcelona in terms of energy, in terms of stamina for the UEFA Champions League match. Number 1, now a game against Atletico Madrid. And now Barca for one who said they can get a comeback against Atletico Madrid. So Barcelona echo all out our Camp Nou against Atletico Madrid in the Copa del Rey after San Atletico. Shown by 4-0 Wanda Metropolitano. Then Omu put to a lot of energy the entire 90 minutes against Atletico Nominia 3-0 win, which was not enough for them. Then Omu call Sam Escobar against Atletico Bilbao. The Bilbao game no be piano. Most people did not enjoy Barcelona, the dominance of Barcelona, the control of the Barcelona team. But the most important thing was that Madrid are set before the game. Madrid are close to gap by 1 point in the Spanish La Liga. So Barcelona also needed a win in that match to extend the lead back to 4. And Abasa Koshe 1-0. So to Omufri Bilbao, they had no other choice than to fly straight to Air England to come and play against Club Efreno in Newcastle. And a Honana Echrese Barca Bebre. Now apart from the matches proud to the Newcastle game, the other problem for Barcelona was also injuries. Barcelona were not coming to this game with a full complement of their team, especially Ewe Chiriho. because the weakness of the Barcelona team is their defense. And a Hokran Asa take a massive hit in terms of personnel. Into number one, Abranti Efen Kunde, about the right back position for Barcelona, was injured ahead of this game. Number two, Wanya Baldi, arms to two no injured. Now, hours before the game, and Mundo Deportivo, this story about said, Eric Garcia is also out of this game. So, Barca need to improvise. Coach Nancy Flick, ne so improvise. Now, about Gerard Martin, ne Paul Kubasi we chiriho. And about one Cancelo on left back, Arajo on the right back position. Now, people were complaining because number one, Arajo is a typical centre back. And Gerard Martin is a left back. And one Cancelo is a versatile self. About the right back position and also the left back position, the amount. So what most Barcelona fans were expecting here, say, Arajo Kubasi at the back line, with Cancelo playing his favorite position, which is the right back position, and Gerard Martin as a left back. Now, this is what most people are getting it wrong. Moto, the partnership between Kubasi and Gerard Martin, though players way and your high profile, experienced centre back, but it seems to be working for Coach Nancy Flick. So his focus was that he did not want to touch the working department in his defense, which is Gerard Martin and Paul Kubasi or Maboa. No mama who said they have that understanding, they already have that chemistry. No person will touch it. Then Mr. Otuo, he also realized that Mamimbo Arajo as a right back because Cancelo be pen enimko. Cancelo kwa Arajo stay and then we have a 3-back system. The Tosha boya ekoya. Before Sebon was a Barcelona now done a 3-back because Cancelo akon him. So with a 3-back, he was looking at it supporting his team in the way he will play. The first problem from the issue or from this structure was that Lamine Yamal was isolated in the game. And match back team between neutralizing Lamine Yamal was Spain and Portugal. And how did that happen? PSG Barcelona, how did that happen? In all those two matches, Lamine Yamal was isolated. He had 1v2 situation with Nuno Mendes and João Neves in both matches. None Neves be support no. Until Lamar ain't be an excellent game because the overlapping or the underlapping runs of the right back no and now when ya from Arajo. And two times Lamine Yamal had a quiet day because Enyano on numerous occasions so Enya Hope Bonnie call Lamine Yamal Hana Jolintin account and then they stop him over there. So it was expected. The Newcastle midfield, they were bullies, Mr. Otuo, they ran. Shamu game against United, cry no Omega red card. How many United were running 90 minutes when they believe they can beat you? So now things did not work for Barcelona. Hansi Flick, one moment of brilliant substitution. He need to manage the workload on Pedri into the uniform and other than all mobile and almost me benya penalty. And Lamine Yamal announcing the presence with a penalty or about to attend Barca. Despite all these challenges, Ometimenya draw, they come back to Spain. And with that kind of scoreline, you always have the belief that Barcelona 9, Baku Sikwanswa, or Mokwanon. Bayern Munich don't need any introduction. Ayaro de Ababe can ask them that from Zutu, Tibon de Fanuguo. Bayern here in introduction, Zutu. Yakase currently as we speak, Vincent Company, I grabbed the opportunity, a brebeton in him. And you now know say Bayern no beba or trade ye with the Agrabeji. And now Hurricane, Luis Diaz, Michael Olise, the two Omunine Bioguma, later Nicolas Jackson cried about Quebec. With 6-1, the story is done. Bayern said this season who pay teams are a bit major Champions League now good yes or the so this is not surprising looking at the kind of scoreline. And when I am a boss now Baswa Arsenal supporters Mangaza Munji Muhundin. Because this is the same Bayern Munich team I'm share no. But still na mumu nyaji deal with team no. Bayern no chi obi a no nane no. And na Arsenal share no. Arsenal ni share Arsenal ni PSG. These are two teams that have the potential of winning the Champions League. Omo Arsenal share but still Munji Muhundi. So anyway, it was a goal festival for Vincent Company and his Bayern Munich team. Otuo, I got 2 there. Obaba one of the few coaches the new manager bounce went to be family red team. Because in the first 4 matches for Spurs, Otuo, Nina offered defeat. And then 5-2 on Otuo
Man United no go.
Amorim for Hospes. If only they will give him time, and if only only too rigid, and also by some for flexibility.
Spurs only has had disturbances.
Oh, me too. Spurs is a very.
They were allowing to experiment.
Omia one team. Omia very confused, but
I'm just almost the pressure, media pressure.
I know, but Omia very confused. Almost all the coaches.
They should try it.
It won't be bad. You better send you back. But then Atletico making sure we will see from Zoto. Atletico Mabasa 4, and then normal Spurs 5. And that is a good one for Diego Simeone. I'm Zoto. Wait me a Piatuma. Wait me a share 5-2. With 5-2, it looks like the job is almost done.
Okay.
Galatasaray 1-0 win over Liverpool. You ever heard the best of Anfield? Yeah. Anfield is a venue for Champions League night, a miracle venue. Into 1-0 there, but Liverpool can bounce back.
Liverpool centre backs don't want the ball to why? Is it a matter of confidence? And I said
their biggest mistake was not augmenting their defensive units during the transfer window.
Some augmented. 2 and 3, almost the same. And I will come specifically with the centre back.
One, they did not do well with their DM. They did not do well with their centre back because maybe we are there. The answer say.
Now why not have a fan of better than Van Dijk and Konate today in the game?
Oh, they should have gone. They should have paid for McGahey. That one was.
No,
it can even be a 3-back system with Milos Kerkish and Frimpong occupying the wing-back position. No, the coach did not try enough. But Galatasaray win corner and Osimhen Premier two the 2 at them. So good start for them. But time will tell. And the match is still top. Yeah, they are not in 70 berry. PSG Chelsea. What a game it will be. I'm saying revenge is on the mind of this PSG team after they felt that they were on top of the World Club Championship FIFA tournament in US. Chelsea team they are to a more right position. But the first most important thing is that Nipana no team Chelsea team no money I can see a bar. That person is no longer around in Enzo Maresca. Maresca had a system and had a strategy against big teams. Maresca now, and can the hope of every Chelsea fan automatically number 70%. PSG is not having the best of seasons, and that is it is what it is. It's the curse of the treble.
He's coming from the French league.
Of course,
so he knows the team. They know him.
You go end to end with them, and the story will be different. Motoyama both teams to score, PSG to win at the end of the day. The curse of the treble winning side need be out to PSG. What's steady? Every team be a better treble be the following season. So we repeat our performance, and almost all the team from Barcelona to Manchester United to Manchester City encore trophyless. Obetimi league biaje. Obetimi the second domestic cup biaje. But normally doing a back-to-back with the Champions League after winning treble has always been difficult for all the teams. My PSG win or hobbies too. I see PSG outscoring a club Chelsea in this particular encounter. After the game, there'll be a lot of discussion between Enzo Caicedo and the PSG midfielders. But then the big game here, Manchester City and Madrid. I'm happy for one player, and that is Antoine Semenyo. On the time Semenyo buy and to now City registration, no my area, so they need to wait and register him now. And now, Wababishim. You can trust him. The effort Semenyo is putting into this Manchester City team is just awesome. Against Madrid. Madrid players need them with caution at the back of their mind. And the Madrid team is even coming in with a lot of injuries. Game. And then at the Madrid game, hold on to the game, limit the spaces, even though City benya control, and catch them on the break. And yeah, the major asset Madrid the baby game. No matter so bit me their punish a club of Manchester City. So far, that has been the weakness of Manchester City and Pep Guardiola by default. But so here in this season, it looks like he's getting antidote to that problem. Say, Obama about to City this time around seems to defend very well against the attacking transitions of opponents. And that gives me this joy. With Donnarumma imposed for matches like this. Champions League do this stage and now here experience. Say bet me I started the stage for you. Yama a Manchester City win or draw in this game. Okay. I don't see Madrid winning. in this particular encounter. Bodo Sporting will be a good festival. Yes, I see both teams, you know. My 4 goals scroll match in so these are some of my predictions from the game.
That's it. You forgot the Arsenal Leverkusen game.
Oh, I believe in Arsenal.
I
believe in Arsenal. Arsenal is made for moments like this.
I had the own corner so far. Say, and near my bum near party in the idea.
Oh, yeah.
I
believe in Arsenal.
Nobody motivate him. So far, they had dear. Unkwana, and maybe not the boy hoka cravat. A chiano was saying. We have for the a canon. Zach. And now you sure say Liverpool no win.
I've not believed in this team, especially on the road. They've not been convincing at all. And consistently, defensively, they are very poor. So, what me and I could do say me come me attack you more. They are
more tearina.
They are in trouble. You score a goal against them.
Come on, Mr.
And I already know. Now, Omadi can't Kwama.
How much one
say, so I was finding it difficult to see.
But Liverpool were not bad now.
Yeah, they were not bad, but they met a very well determined side.
Coach is all Casal players and they didn't go for them. So you did this, you can't even communicate.
90 minutes, that is how the places.
So the UEFA won't be one now.
Yeah, so how they supported their team. Who said Como because Liverpool need a very good record in that interview.
Yeah.
Only say open teams are more lose match to do a power will take care Liverpool number 1. 6 games they've lost in Turkey. And yet a cry a bomb and the way Ancelotti set up the team, now I knew said they were going to fall. This is one of the games that I was share with Cinema. You see wonder why is he not in any other top team? Because he's one of those.
But the game looks more individualistic. I say, the bono one man answer baby so go to go and cross one from the left. I say also and man you see man.
Galano ever said no.
Except until the coaches will look at this.
Galano bit me said no.
Who knew how?
So you can't do that at any top those elite clubs. Don't you guys are no.
But that's how he is. So confusion, but you know, no Janam not a gala. As a son, he took it to Nigeria. He feels that he is a striker. Junior Prince Chamber for man.
But I was a local team, you know. But better now, was our team because even though you are a striker, but you meet top players there. Or more profile. So, for example, Napoli, no until the last season of a team, no. I can follow be a few more. I know or that's has been doing Napoli. Just imagine if you are you can't do this at Barcelona. So you can't do this
at Man U.
Man U to be aside that's by the new crowd. Rashford not doing that. Rashford then off the food. Rashford then yes park so noise as by Rashford's issue was outside noise there no. But on the food you can't do that. Those big clubs in them to
Bruno no Casemiro mo profile.
You can't misbehave over there because
Bruno crowd only profile be ehu ana.
Ehu pa.
Bruno dey no watching Osimhen.
Watching no.
Say.
No send the food on munya to us.
Dey no why ya Osimhen ye bi dey make no.
Dey no why on
What the question as in the answer?
Oh, that's what say. Me original.
Me nka Casemiro, but be a Bruno. What has he achieved that Osimhen has not? And I'm going to say. Okay. What about now?
Oh, no, also.
Bruno Agili.
So the league of Portugal. Okay.
Portugal.
Yeah, Bruno the one pay.
How do you Bruno see engineer? Wow, difference no so.
Na you can you see more Casemiro din.
No,
because we can't win defend it. We've not mentioned so, but Bruno no has about that match 1 per 5 minutes ni.
Oh, say international. I don't know for Portugal.
No only trouble Nigeria.
By individually, open na one more na say you know.
And you know near they can. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
he's a midfielder. He's also a striker. He's a striker. Also, she goes.
And we also know assist who slack and also she goes.
Napoli.
I'm a pet.
Who are United?
But that young queen and I about draw the uncle.
United in the league.
Don't continue because he met
Napoli.
I topic over that.
It's good. Now a good win for. Level to know. It's Gala. Just that omo ntwa bonity enra unse kwan omo chances the way they had Liverpool no so ko twa bonity free oprekon unse you won so ko trinity no mo so mo wi o won kra but they have given a Liverpool chance in the second leg and at Anfield be a bit messy because it's a Champions League nice stadium that they can do anything even though they are not sometimes they are not playing very well but at Anfield they can do anything so some of the games now Basa, man, look at it from how you know so too. You see the
experience.
Yeah.
Barcelona one has in Bezem
too. Now,
who's attacked it and then the game?
One of the most experienced player, but no more in a film in Trippier. Who's a camera got on so no? Not all catch on say return back. Why are you in a hurry?
Calm down, 3 minutes.
Yes, Munya 3. Because what if go where I will go in him. And see whatever victory be away be our opponent no wa also to me be a still open game. He was calling them to come now but still no more person questions can go. Because the thing say Omanya Barcelona you have to kill them. I was him James Park on no. Then Barca had the equalizer through Lamine. Even though game he was virtually out of the game. A whole show say or that pa or you need to game but when it mattered most when you had the important goal now Abuama Barca and so ejinemu the return leg no bibia betime and honom no so games na be so ne no first game ni Arsenal Leverkusen menim why Arsenal game no who no start Leverkusen are not
but them guys they've not lost in 12 games
they have not lose game
check it
you know Bellingham last 2 weeks there
they didn't competition
like
me check it I mean check on results no yes sir match pa lose you
know Bellingham beat them on the 21st February 2026 I'm sure we took 1-0 you know Bellingham and we share apart from how many minds are all struggling relegation at home 1-1 now me and reach how many Freiburg 3-3 see if you have watched them very well yes I maybe I be a over free year the Everton City at Etihad this season in the group of Champions League. But all City no only Newcastle ko sa ven won ko 2-2. Na me nko a mo shall we cry last minute and I take no. So if you have watched them, they are not consistent. But this is in Arsenal proving say in games like this they are more stand on more authority on games now. I mean just say Arsenal born finish bro my boy you know. Leverkusen the best stop on my free Champions League no more. Arsenal will beat them 2-1 win for Arsenal over Leverkusen. Now o ma be wi eduma no enso e wo Emirates Stadium. So PSG ni Chelsea game no. Se onya abotre e hwe Chelsea ne Aston Villa na BBC ye. Na at that moment ma adwena nkoso yie. And then menya the reason why Sadia no course between Chelsea and Aston Villa. Okay, line up now. Enzo Maresca the ball PSG in FIFA Club World Cup no. Even though some of the players are not there, Luke Owe is injured into a new one. Adia Liam Rusene here and say all Aston Villa no. Or the template now Maresca the ball PSG no. And then go Aston Villa. Because he was preparing the team only how to go and play PSG. Into Okobo Aston Villa no. I don't Malo Gusto. Okobo 2. I don't James Everball Mumford. This season, Sims Liam Rosania Bayer. Oh no, he has not entertained playing James in Mumford on one be the Mumford. But for the first time against Aston Villa, I know I did James Cobo Mumford with Caicedo. Then Malo Gusto right back. Enzo Pedro not to know I did red card into there. So Otimono did Ganacho, Okobo on no Lia Evans and Palmer and Joao Pedro. And the template now Maresca the Copa PSG, and one of the Copa Aston Villa in a rehearsal how they ever share PSG. It's sound of Bono. But for PSG, I'm a lot of problem this season. Now, one of the key idea how we the absence of Fabian Ruiz injury now when you're because in the Amaford no, yes. Vitina, ebe dada no. Jean Neves, but dada no. But the only midfielder in that team that drives them, Fabian Ruiz. So I don't know what drive, I don't know, or passing range, which Vitina doesn't have. Jean Neves doesn't have. It's on team no Emery, Zay Emery also. French international young boy no. On ma PSG what Fabian Ruiz at the moment. Okay. So they are struggling. So at home against Chelsea. You know how it's a Champions League time team can say Obapeke. So yes, they are struggling, but this can be a game that a bit more peke. At home against Chelsea, a betting at a match because this is in Champions League Chelsea away game win only one game pay. That was against Napoli. Teams are do Karabakh away. That is one problem Chelsea are facing this season in the Champions League. And at the Parc des Princes, even though PSG are struggling, I will still tip PSG to win by 2-1. A very slim margin win over Chelsea. Or some match because Madrid team medium to 2. One of the most weakest team we've seen Madrid parade this in a very long time in terms of personnel. One of the most weakest team I've seen Madrid play with in recent times. There's nothing galacticos about them. A team are too ordinary. We Mbappe, Mone, Courtois, Vini, Efrimwa, Vavadi will be there.
Hey, now to be now 6 players. The Sunny is still a big one.
I mean, we say so. Vavadi, Mbappe, Vini, Courtois 4.
But so what about Bellingham?
Oh, Bellingham. On your class. Oh, come on, let's be honest. Yeah, when you 2 seasons, one
Bruno a world class.
He's a world class, and Bellingham and I'll be back at the mark. I say,
I know you know the other judging because you have judged players based on achievements. One
is playing for a team that over a team one league. But one has been playing for a struggling team but still giving numbers that they can't compete with. Sabu no born album so too. In any winning 30 team or competing for Ballon d'Or. Sabu on over the years at Man United no. That numbers will compete for Ballon d'Or. Madrid with that Mbappe.
Oh, there you'll be only watching into the
Bruno no there. I like in a 1 year or one call city no Man United. Satam now more task and no course now. I'm coming so just sit about Man United. Like but then the numbers are City. You have been competing for Ballon d'Or. So without Mbappe, on team no anymore. Enyejuma. Vini doesn't have what Mbappe have in terms of any edition goal. City are picking. Defensively now with Gay, they look a bit solid kakra. I'm some more already in the group stage. Okay, City go show more in the group stage. Already down 2-1 or so. Banabao no. Team now Real Madrid air parade, and how I've seen them not be able to control games. City will go ahead and control the game, and they'll be chasing City at Banabao. So yes, Madrid will score, City will score, but ya say Benya score line now City. In the group stage, so 2-1 no. A game as a 2-1 year pa. So I'll go for City to win by 2-1 against Madrid. Santiago Bernabeu, because I don't trust Madrid team especially games of Mabwa, Mbappe Ambono. I am not anyone on the bike.
Thank you.
All for me.
Thank you, Jibo. Thank you.
No penang being here pen drive kaka. Mete says I keep to Ampa and they come Bellingham. I was quite surprised. You go many number of times as I keep to defend the Bellingham Mufia. Our class fan as a world class player. But another
comparison with
but okay, so on your world class.
Severally. Why was it Bellingham a world class player? But another world class players.
I didn't use world class.
Okay.
So, but I said, and then players, what you put him there.
You cannot take him out.
No, what do you say? There, direct comparison with
Bruno now.
Bruno ahead of
Bruno Mummy world class, but Bellingham in world class.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I
don't think so.
But young Kanukro, Jibu, young Kanukre, Bruno, Bellingham, you know what? Why any ball? Who the fuck? United now on Thomas and Tunche.
Okay, Obed.
This is
Bruno Bellingham.
Don't money make you comment that this is not fair.
Young fan says sanity. Yempe neutral.
On the Bruno amateur in the game because of age. Sometimes Bellingham ya laughing with this.
Exactly.
Yes. Bellingham, I don't think he's even 24 years.
Simon.
Yes.
Bellingham sees so that free
Dortmund no 18 more.
Okay.
So Bruno.
But so you agree say he's better than Bellingham?
Currently Bruno is better than him. But
you but you inquire.
But you find this na yakoye nim. Why? Never find this any yakoye nim because the factors necessary so to imagine say even to perform at a club about with a lot of pressure. About with a lot of pressure, and at a young age, before moving to Real Madrid, no, I think he was the best player in the Bundesliga season or the few by it's
31.
Until
we were bare 9 years, so they were
onye will be able to have a
but achieving Yamate Bruno.
Yes,
that one year.
And you want me born any day.
Achieve it that way.
At
Madrid.
He has achieved.
At Madrid.
Obiabo.
Portugal or more Manchester United in the friend on national team. And if you
achieve it at Madrid.
Waje German Bundesliga player. Wajibi. Waje German Bundesliga player of the season. Many sure say I have Ballon d'Or ratings because Bruno Wabenimu. They said Bellingham 2 seasons ago. I know a part of top 5. So tell me just say that it to
achievement. And never more casa because almost illegal Manchester.
And again, I got Real Madrid in your play be as no Real Madrid. Zakito so same come. Real Madrid go do the final go. Zakito. Say just answer Jai Jai so mo pene no wanko. Zakito dey say na keke.
I'm telling you. Jibu.
Real Madrid go Bruno Fernandes wanko.
Yes.
Na kwanu ko bedu eja Manchester so ma negotiate. We to annual games na interesting kaka. Na Galatasaray win over Liverpool no. And I raised some questions about Liverpool season no. Afie wo mi. Mum say team just last season omo win the Premier League. At a point, na omoye pound it in favorite to even win the Champions League until PSG, the last hurdle of the season after getting qualification through the playoff, ebe move from nowhere to almost started show signs of a side omoye ready to win the Champions League for the first time under an experienced coach to say Luis Enrique already know winning Champions League with Barcelona. Something on the PSG as a club, yes, or try with Carlo Ancelotti Omania, but Enrique by you know. The last 3 months of last season there, now a difficult for any side to stop PSG. Into PSG na stop with Liverpool. But what nasi dina we share different Liverpool team. Akwa koye team as a coach in one. Onya bibi ankobe. But players been 20 minutes. On say clearly we share Liverpool of this season. Makase Dema and the slot ebo Mo Salah. Because Mo Salah is the face of Liverpool team. But I think he jani pa and yes was go best starting Mo Salah. The reason is simple. Young no game no. Oba against Galatasaray. Galatasaray taking lead. Obe here go. Say upeke Liverpool front 3 na no starting game now. None of them anyway the goal scoring record of Mo Salah when it comes to Champions League. You run game no after 49 goals. Or share 1 hour do club 50. A bad experience here about a big stadium. Now Mr. 2 year resource. Players or mutimi jina when they da supporters see here intimidating. Emma Liverpool resource recently. Won't mean you must sell film. Star stage ni bi na Liverpool could do you know. Then I want someone say and slot you must sell film. Or say you must sell film not the Jeremy Frimpong everybody position. Menya sure say Jeremy Frimpong who can carry any na boom as a player. Now the Nekobo that forward position and Nekobo ya. Mosala season onya 2 seasons ago or 3 seasons ago and no show over 30 goals in the Premier League. Jeremy Frimpong overall career goals awasha kwan enu just 1 season of goals Mosala ashe in the Premier League. Time na Liverpool here goals no. Now he Liverpool most influential player. Stage no more do the player who be paying. Our year be paying. Because when you pick a kitiki, you to say that any stage na near do no. Or ya de bato who be that. Salah de one. It's there never more by most Salah every game nim. It clearly shows a coach no. Say Liverpool no. And omu de Salah ya momo. And Salah kesio e wo Liverpool. Kamo Salah pa de nkompe no. Because no that substitution ya mianim no kreni. Mantia say that. Ah, say wo hia go. Osime yi mo Salah free now de from Poaba. And no nan chain. The Liverpool 2 center backs. I think season way a perfect season for Liverpool to analyze or 2 center backs ni. Konate ne Virgil van Dijk. To be a good time as we move on from these 2 center backs. Yes, we bet me raise questions whether you say be money protection is anyamanyama. But ya babe do error. First, na me for this and an error mo de bo to control how a team the ball. But the defenders in so many passes of the ball. At the same time, teams are no more and a few teams and they sit deep. Even when they sit deep, omo press it. These 2 Liverpool centre backs could not any Virgil van Dijk. After when opposition decided to be press omo lucky pace. In a team, coach and idea so believe in high line. Any day could not any Virgil van Dijk. You cannot rely on them to compete at the highest level. Obibeti akase e last year ya no man a boy MG league. But na boy na e bono 3 months bi anyoma sesa. And now look at how Osimhen did to them. Yenwo duba Osimhen ya ekura Virgil van Dijk ni kunate ntimi take ons anoye. And Meniza Kito ya adwene me ebesi ne I don't mentia say reason why Osimhen decided to become the Turkish league. After they know I know Napoli. Because born now or bono and then so to tenase now kasa for world class strikers are Harry Kane, Mbappe, Erling Haaland, Wijnaldum. Then you talk about Victor Osimhen. David Onyanuro. Kasa world class strikers pa omo bo munea. Haaland, Mbappe, Harry Kane. And to a certain extent, Victor Osimhen. Lewandowski. Sunday he's fading out. Or mouth who say nay out or mobile they will give you instant resource. Imprim my resource. Who is any Pamian send Osimhen can who never be baby. And the world class strikers no one shall knows will give him. It will be these qualities and go upon the Adomo. You not taking our boy, not to say anything about boo take football in him. But born Osimhen born in the whole league in the Turkish league. And then Ochreye say he's up there with the top strikers in the game. When you say Liverpool will qualify because Galatasaray is bad side when it comes to away games. And on one side, the more allow opposition, will create a lot of chances. It will be a clinical kakrebia. You can obey me as more. Typical example, you leave Juventus game no. Juve even with 10 players. Now compare to eliminate Galatasaray, but no more you wait for. It's a better how our return leg ABC Ako. Tottenham story no to Areho kakra. Areho pa na baby akeka kono. Onim say Ghana hapa nke because obi na abomu dia. Ko asem na no den. And he go to the corner no o make it things worse. Hardly and I'm so too. goalkeepers I say when a first choice goalkeeper our club. Now Obeko as a coach with few games awabo maybe I consider a lot of goals and you plan then you decide to drop him. Akwa first second choice goalkeeper ba. Then no committee 2 blunders across the club no. Game let me say I'm on 12 minutes now. Manchester sorry Atletico Madrid that shit 2 goals. And Tottenham in your team, so yes, they might not have world class play, but if you say players are what Tottenham no are not bad to be going through this process of getting bad results.
To go no defend.
Then we go to the same can say problem Omunya and say Thomas Frank you know. One, Tottenham there, even when they are at their level, the Tottenham level recently said the Pochettino do Mokoeno. Omuntu we win Champions League. Tottenham level is to be part of the top 6 in the Premier League. The first thing to do was to save their Premier League season. It's no more here experienced Premier League coach. I will go through some process ni be paying. What several club will be about relegation? Oh, na say you will now coaching. Samala that is what jai. That's what jai. Oh jai. Everyone with the head of Bami 3 months be not be on a sign contract. Yes, I can remember the dean. So tell me just when na sign till the end of the season be who say we Premier League season now you pay 10 million pounds be near the amount. Then next season a lot of coaches will be available. No one pick project coaches. Obi a when say with team you can go the next 3 seasons. I'll be my club Nigeria baby. It's the appointment of Ego to the to one here you no game no. Weekend you mobile against Liverpool. Before Momo return leg against Atletico Madrid, no, I'm not sure Ego Tudo will be their coach again. Because on show signs be a chess bit and say BB, I will Tottenham must play game no. Bayern Munich is a prove currently reason why I said they are top 4. In fact, one no more Paradio may the best in Europe. And even without Hurricanes, the only 6 goals and a 2 Atlanta net. The kind of gamer and no coach that will beg no. A few side and I been in one of gamer on bet say the Bayern Munich no. Again, a hammer because Bayern Munich winning the Champions League, they're number 7, which no be equal Melandian or something. I don't want any club or we close as well by achieve, including Liverpool. So I say, but yes, anytime would be a member by Liverpool in team Libiano. Now me too many Meland 7 announce a 7 no red flag. This team is the 2 ever had in this season the Champions League. Kakebu were in the game no. Now me share DB. Leverkusen for no good record against English opposition so very good record so by Leverkusen when him say 4 out of their last 5 2-legged ties against teams free England winning 4 no more lose just 1 tie ka say ye bo home and away na ye wia ye gina gige score line so dey eliminate obi a se Bayern Leverkusen share English size omo ya de pa Arsenal so e was our stage na in their last 5 2-legged ties against teams in the Bundesliga ni nyina Arsenal lose but the differences against Bayern Munich enye Leverkusen enye Dortmund ebre nyina anse sa period na Leverkusen credit this record no their team was solid well coach compared to this season omonyomo ye at the beginning of the season after the exit of Alonso ama Leverkusen team now is disjointed kaka this Arsenal team Zoto nipa bebe feel say even path no monam no Arsenal should be playing the Champions League final second time in the history of the club after playing the final in 2006 enti bema boda yen komu bebre no one thing also say Bayer Leverkusen in their last 12 matches in the Champions League round of 16 Zoto omo winning only 1 omo winning 10 enti
omo winning 10
omo draw 1 omo lose 10
omo winning 1
their last 11 omo draw 1 omo lose 10 and omo winning 1 Nti stage no one is not a good stage for them. I'll be surprised. Maybe I'm going to pass this Arsenal team. Yes, sometimes on say no. It looks like a season a coach in who baby on Fanda Yunkobo. Whether he should concentrate on winning the Premier League or and some amount forecast they have a good scout to win the Champions League on Fanda Junkowa. It's a fair never had a teta. The competition management skill. Yes. We have one competition, 2 top level competitions. Champions League, English Premier League. Because only me and Bayard says here, Tenasa by Munich, a favorite to win the Champions League. And then you fast now to that stage. And the Teta. I don't think Arsenal will lose. The worst for Arsenal in that game is it will be a draw. PSG team this season, Akrebi, Adeba Kwame when he say, it's a bit more of individual play than team play. And they say, me name the C team when Ousmane Dembele was the star of the team last season, eventually winning Ballon d'Or. And I mean, he said the demand from Ousmane Dembele, and he see other players now. Because I had too quick. Say a player just last season, so to achieve Ballon d'Or. Less than 1 year. And they will brought best 20 players in the game ground for the team. Eh, mama. And they are casting them best 20 players currently. Many sources Ousmane Dembele bebem. So we should PSG teams this year. Kvaratskhelia, Desiree Dio, Ousmane Dembele, Bakola. It's more of individual play than that teamwork now you won the last season. Against a Chelsea side, it's difficult to predict, especially when knockout stage. You don't know when a Chelsea be explode and when a Chelsea be deceive. It's when you talk about Chelsea, say I'm too. I have not the last 3-4 years of Chelsea, no. I have not heard kakra. But watching their game against Aston Villa, me say share PSG game against Monaco. What do our last games you boy tunes and now for the two teams are? It looks like Chelsea are more balanced than the PSG team, especially based on how we arrange our team against Aston Villa. As a key to no work no. Maybe for some team no dey World Club World Cup no. At any point be a players near fit be that should be Chelsea first 11. Rich James, Caicedo, Enzo, Kopama, Pedro Neto, you need this person. Ubenya João Pedro hold that play. If they have more of these players available, so the US will hunt PSG. Yes, they have a good record when it comes to knockout stage games, but I think my PSG 2, Chelsea 2 over that game. Manchester City and Real Madrid means that time be brave because Makase. It's not about materials, but baby and Real Madrid person do money this season. And no money to me no. Yes, we better take some money time ama Alonso. Time mo pamo no na too quick because no mo gina in the Champions League. League ni so no mo gina. But Real Madrid they look at their team at this particular moment. E dey na betimi achieve no chana. And na mo gina so mo pamo Alonso. Abalo abayem so to it doesn't look like he's a coach who fits into the Real Madrid type of coaches now. And found a baby on Mufiba. History the on the side. Because we can say about it says Zidane. From the Castilla, Yamal first team give results. But Osha Real Madrid team here, tactically they are disjointed. And the defense they concede. Playing against a City team, they know how to score. Even at the time, Erling Haaland is not scoring a lot of goals. Omokonya Semenyo I'm so to Olusushe goals. Even on the day City are struggling, Ryan check Timisha goals. With fewer games, even in the Premier League, so offer the assist table. Only Bruno Fernandes now making more assists than Ryan Cheki. It's a team about creating of chances, scoring, and they don't rely on one player. But you are talking about a Real Madrid team throughout the whole season. Goal scoring was built around Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe is no more. Yes, Vini here, Mr. Champions League. But the question is, game no mo kwa bone no. Only Vini. Everything has Real Madrid against Manchester City now. The answer is no. Inti, bema boda. Okay. The two teams are. I don't think Real Madrid best will be a draw. So be win here. Mamema Manchester City so 3-1 or 3-2. Ewo game omo ebebo ewo Santiago Bernabeu against Club FS Real Madrid. And don't forget, these are games you need coaches to prove their worth. Until Otuo need the bencher. City coach in the friend Pep Guardiola. Real Madrid coach in the friend say. Wache bibi say no betin surprise Guardiola na with few games however as Real Madrid coach na the answer is no. Until when it comes to coaching, City will win the coaching no. Then when it comes to players delivering on the pitch, City will ammunitions be brave. Better by Real Madrid than Real Madrid coming with only Vinicius Junior. Until a nice day the Manchester City was Santiago Bernabeu.
Thank you. Tino.
Boss.
I'm going Robert. Second leg no.
Oh, and that's all.
That's all movie.
On a pay main count for JM Adu and Sons, Nima Panibi and for Emma, and the Palm Diabano at Dawson. Okay, sir. Well, sleep prenomo, and at the buyer, or so done out the year. Sounds so a kill calcium, a yen no pemo Juma Papa, and I quada may count for 1 plus 400 at the amount. Ya na enya hwe sina busuana se ehye oh media no bi dika ekasa media 1 year ni kra media men kasma no bio oche so won kai so wadi we me abusua ha dwene yo wudidi wonum nyina no nsonso no na ema wo kese no na bibia nya yade bia na ha wo wo de hyase so wudi we me ebeboa na 1 plus 400 de man de no eda sonko ne se ebre bia nya nkofo bi dia yese wo bada anadwo a no apade bia ede na mo na be fo da bi ni sa adade no enu nti we de ya ka cho se momode na fo na ebre bia oh ebi da so your boss yes kodi esichire
kodi mwana ba omo me so se titi o munyina
hey ya bro tronkwa dabi win plus ni sa da yere biem anu de medical culture se ebre bia witimi efa ena unhia sweetness bia ansana watimi afa mene kunkum emwa no de dan se adwene mofra no so befa win plus 400 suspension no mo so kunkum amwa no na bofa ni nyinim ayefe ndi panyine wonum 1 plus 400 no na bofa so teki 1 plus 400 suspension liquid no na nyama nyina atumi ayekama krom hadie uwram of pharmaceutical shop sasuna drugstores and wellness centers Oyerepa kai say ye nkrabata kase no wakanshi drug lane ho nyina no obehuyan number ne 0509 439 063 0302 666 132 Bomadem na kope 1 plus 400 fama busuano na nyama nyina enkoyie emfa emamo mame enkamfo Franco enka enchro Franco de wane onyina no wode papa na de aba ne bo no so eda fom ebeche ede amaw mo amope Nokia phones no Samsung iPhone bia no phone type awopo to nso bi kwa Nokia phone na abusuama ha no woni me de ye edema no enu nti obakọ Franco aso ye Oyerepa smart TV no enkwa na complain ya se do muri sua de no ye ho TV no na ye timi nyama bebre program gu so na mo fandi sua de keto no ha wo mo kope kase no bi bo ho no mo Oyerepa air condition no pe bi bo ho microwave your blender generator gas and electric stove CCTV camera ne de school no be hia bi bank no be hia bi new site ho no fie kase no be hia bi wankasa so fie no nso be hia bi de koso bia no ya program de go phone so no hu ne e koso enyama pa nyina no ye bomoden wuram ewo ajabadwo nkotwo no mu ho to nkrobata no ba ko hye ho mu amoba adum old mecon Kofo clinic new kajetia ho nyina no Franco the branches ni bi ewo ho number ne 0245 316969 0245 316969 uwie ne sa na chese wo wasumdue mesumdue ntino ye be hia duro no de ye papa na de okwaten de obate hwan de baka no kwana chewo doctor no wa justify mo hunu wa hwa be yemfonso obekwa ko hwe no ba bia no wo no ene wasesem kakra doctor ye fe ne sa Dr. Sam okopiem ewo Abrepo Junction wo kwa no obehu Goa filling station no sa Goa filling station no wo de onya duru hwa pe obehu sampa we no hwa ana obutu a wakobie na so ye no ewo ho no mo de oya ne dada no a ese kwade wo hyemu kana wo se ete ene si woni so wo de ne pressure bo woni so te de bia no gisa ade no wo hwe a wo ben no gisa okọ achi wapose oni amonu ai gan okọ ho no mu a obema oduro amoni no kese nyama nyina ye hyiren wo hwe ade nwumire a watimi ehunu so mu a maka mo se mema no a maye mmere ewo mpam bi de no kra no entimi mpagya ne mu wo ye mane ye fe okọ ya pe no amu agu ahomie na kese wanu maduro ni bi wo so to na be 30 minutes 1 hour na be mana hyase na epija na hey doctor what do ni yo na chese waka cho se kofie koye action part 2 bra na beje to aso wie a wa wie na chese wasu da dem prostrate stroke diabetes hernia ulcer gono na candidiasis koko ni nyina no wode kaya de mienu yi a wo specialist e wo ho na afi wotu ase e de amount number ni 0243 001058 0243 001058 yesi de sebe fitafita ntino Ghana ha nyina no ya jo matum sampa omadwuma no edum ho danse ubuso bia se hen na akɔhwe wo se ho asɛm a obɛka Benjamin Dental Clinic e de akyerɛw ni nyina no ene se wape o mama wedere o makwadare pa e o dentist adwuma no mu eno nti branch bia boko bia no omunimde omoye examination consultation e wo maso ye omo ana ye root canal treatment RCT asam na making teeth whitening was in there pipe fita asa kado no nti wosi ye yellow wosi ye ya da bi nkoka bi sa no ene atwam okɔhwa wo se be fita esene mfa basis mfa so mfa ma teeth jewelry yenya restoration sanso na extraction teeth replacement ye place bi kakaka no ye betutu ne de nketo ahyehye magrebebem na ye fe eni sunsanso bia ye konungwa main lorry station enkra wona no your atomic dam ko benya runabout mo amuwo kumasa no Abrepo Junction of Bantama High Street Tachiman Mazi of Kenton Road Kofodio Nkrabata menu ye was Central Police Station and Tadisco Junction mo amuwa flawo no munko hyaye opposite CGB Bank Tamale Tishigu one MTN any post office no na epen 0598 731 823 0549 906 588 number simi no fresesia na koyo sin ho adwuma e wo Benjamin Dental Clinic mo akaka e ha mo no uwie pa aduro e papa menom wabusua enum bia e beboa wo mo me se doctors na me ati ase se ye nyare ansanya akonom aduro na fansa sharp in boost na adwuma no ne din ne honam ese ye adwuma ten everything is sharp na be adwuma na so hu sampa wo ye diabetic a wutimi nom ulcer cancer hypertension UTI candidiasis body pains menstrual problem loss of appetite or babu nsa bonen sanu a wadura na ye sharp imbus posini na ye adro covid bi ma boy yan doctors ne say me nkasa covid ko enu ntie nom da bia butu hu nkomo na ya de ni twemu ahwem na o ntimu a 5 years menyare da no oboa ne secret ye sharp imbus en wonom 0246 20 84 96 0261 388 149 uwie ni sapa no abomodern akope aduane pedi sanso obustu hu nkomo no eno na maka wo say ye wedding Easter na be party na mbaye no momfa nkoja outtown foods no momesomo awosom ni nyina ene say chicken noodles nanka 160 Ghana ye hwam so assorted fried rice no eno so no ye hwam so assorted jollof no above form toasted chicken boyi no eno so da form ye de cocktail mocktail beka ho mo am request for wache banku ena fufu no ye de posim ye ode America kra ho eho ne hobia obenya so no de nkwa bia wo pene nam bia wo pe no won so obenya ye kokoma so rich filling station Abrepo de JP filling station bom so off Ahensan Estate Road so na crofom ye ne sika FM ene pen so ene rum e wo patasia block house adiemra petroleum filling station tan so de Apachapa Junction mo amabo wuram e wo Kenya no Garden City University so ena number ni 0596 922 066 0596 922 066 nyama nyina be koyi ne kwakwa no Isaac Botten Aigbo 20 motos ene na dwuma no edin ne nyina no ene se de miminim ene so wuram e wo Japana company kasia omode cars papa baya Ghana fo nim sa wo pe ho spare parts as CI no anya bi Toyota ne Honda e car ene okra e de ba wono kra de wo mu se bo no e da fam siatim car ne na ye se biti bi mu e bi da bi mu de dam de atim ne nyina no obenya bi e wo ho Toyota Vozi Noah Center Bit Honda Step Wagon ene o better e wo ho me ka ne sa wo de wo se o me de manage American ni German cars ho o ni nyina ne number no e na abefre na afi bretia bi no akra e de amount na aba abedru last week ngofo de abedru na mi adumo next week ngofo so de ebeba eno ntifa hojim na wo de emra ye kokoma se tana so before so bedru yasanto main gate no obehia agricare dan no efitia bi ne sie ni mu no cars ne sen ni mu ho no ne number e 0249 849 972 0249 849 972 number si mi no anapay fra Isaac Botten na one no hwimum na onfa ka no emre ebretia bi nti boss adaroma yenya ne sai
tino da CP da CP captain
dodo
11:32 80
Mr. John Tibi Concran, na me House of Folk management ni players no meeting. I wasn't there say in person.
Oh, okay.
But me call as per me.
Busa said that Ben I'll call or not as in person.
Oh, okay.
But I'll call quite fast no.
Wiki mono.
Okay, no, I'll call.
Wiki mono. Say House of Folk. So there are a lot going on over there.
Okay.
And I think say players not raise issues to the management. Abra management no a meeting in a meeting.
Okay.
Try to find out the reasons they have to focus, especially in their home matches. Because they believe say Senka perform kakra home so to ABA league in home na do modai.
That's true.
What I say? The last even 3 games to cry my bone home. So to 6 points. Ana omo alusu. You don't batch o teta say me here attention pa.
You too papa.
What I say? Bechem United. Brekum Chelsea. Then Baseke Holy Stars. These are teams now. Omo now for the bottom half of the league table no. So the House of Folk. Now they are 41 points. The lead the league, I think 45. So omo nya sa 3 wins here. It means say to a House of Folk team no. And that first, as far as in league are concerned. But all these teams go there and get a point from us.
Yes, that's saying.
So one of them was that
they're lining up the issues they raise.
A welfare issue that has to do with players no almost salary a kamu and one yama. You to almost problems omunya with regards to ensuo. Sometimes they will need to resort to neighbors and ensuo crowd the gardeners animal. A problem.
Wait yet, it shouldn't come from the place.
So
somebody voting him.
And omu no munya honre, and omu call for a meeting. And there's omu watch rom. So
it's true.
At probably mine up man no. So say water shortage and that stuff. Say in so ma and these are problems omu go through. They've been going through and they feel that
I think that the most communities in Sweden areas are much because in so be a tune so
I can see polytankers you can see what
that's now they supply and I say electricity
I need to establish two almost the salaries are omuntiam farmer has become a problem
and they are a big deal.
Honestly, I spoke to a House of Folk top man. Me yara some time answer mo de mano. Me do na me busa mo question busa say ya umunnim what you call shame ani wu ana.
Na busa no o kan say kire no. Ana ye na abeka kire.
Me kan o
me just o kan kire o na ni wanim no.
An hwa me ku busa sa so ha wo kokora bi.
Na ne ya abeka kire.
Me nka no central me and my broadcast na.
O ka say.
You to unya any good explanation be honestly.
Why the salaries delay?
Why they delay salaries? You see the point? But with the House of Folk, maybe way. The level House of Folk way.
Say, how to me my reason now? Can you join the conversation?
It's either Togo is not paying, it's either the management is not working well. They don't want to fix that any. And I bet you, and I just say, your facility at the moment, or met him the loan. Look at this. Everybody is talking about
Nassau bank now salary delay. Yeah, salary loan. No bank will give you a loan, a salary loan when your salary is not assured.
And the person even talking about Majuma Maya Bosumi so to a long with my family. What I got to do with my
but then all can say Omutia salary no to Pebosian crowd.
But me has no
now Pebosian
facility with my I don't think
reason or the man.
Let me free say it become one too many for a club like House of Folk.
Hey, low any interest.
Honestly, we can't want too many for a club or House of Folk to say animal a I agree with them. Say, Sikan wants them has become difficult.
But they are not doing enough. We know because the clubs are not generating enough.
Of course, but what must the players offer?
Who say yeah on say why? You see, says Sikan ma.
So why must the player
be a sicam and near my saying BC?
That is true. That is true. But you must say the BC. Oh, a cost too much. A cost too much. That's why House of Folk in Asante Kotoko more near my boy. Anytime you don't want to see these things happening to them.
Why?
Because me feel
Why?
has any Kotoko for example.
Why? Didn't
maybe I make say it's like any other profitable organization now, if properly run. I saw running here. And House of Folk a Casa group no. How many teams are? How many two teams are? Almost support base.
Careful. This man is about there's a now don't know when you're 10. And that I think it was a 10th CEO as 11 or some MD. Therefore, why is it that Obiaba ultimately?
So what is the problem with me pinpointing today?
The problem is that the industry, it is not generating sika. The problem is that people are not ready to invest in football in this country. And the problem is that omona football no the edge omono. Omono nyoma just ombe fix. And now also be me post the clubs no omono ye members of Adiano. They should fight for their interests first of all. As clubs. And yes, our season band they come the top players. When they travel. A car bombo. This is done on weekly basis, sometimes 2 times a week.
Yeah.
They travel. Nippon mama heborn. There is no sponsors. And all avenues a bit genetics come and they are spending money.
And so you don't almost spend them it just doesn't make sense. No, okay. Sikama. But at the end of the season, you offload about 70 players and you want to bring in 17 players.
So you want to compete.
And you compete, doing very well, says Kama.
You compete. The
Omudi Banner is also not competing too. So to look at House of Folk, for instance, and me say a new House of Folk supporter, so I said, yeah, you do Dramania. Honestly, not me say me share that House of Folk supporter where he coming from. Clearly, he's done very well for the team.
Supporters, dear captain,
but they know their problem.
Supporters,
they know their problems.
It is not their duty to create money for the club.
No, I'm not saying it's their duty to create money.
But
it's not maybe from them. But what I'm saying is, knowing very well, the management is not doing their work to support the tanker team to that level. No. You don't blame the tanker team. One thing that they admitted distantly was that the players complained of match day. The squad also expressed frustration over match day operations for the club. Match day operations.
Match
in the
meeting.
Say Ghana League
no, don't misquote them. Remember untias here,
I can't home.
Players in
some are doing come
say team no nyɛ
because they feel say
others are doing it.
House of Folk a team and they the kind of penalties are even House of Folk when Esia Jiba Omumpo and our home I clear because we've seen 2 or 3 out to the way clear Jima House of nothing near Ibua ye view and the Egyptian one anyhow referee look at the House of Folk supporters sorry say Omufri's officiating is not going their way and for that Omufri said the management must write to the FA. I spoke to them and they are saying that they are not writing because for fear of say the referees will turn against them. So if something that I spoke to the official no catch me. So if these are things are going somewhere course what do you say to that? And then among referees because first Kotokori House of Folk what we task you referee also be almost but then
who is a referee
I'm of course and I can give you a lot of instances now
why other clubs also goes near the EGTM
they've not complained
or you have not seen
or I've not seen but House of Folk then clearly because the young games only House of Kodoko the young games we are seeing a lot of these things are and the players feel that the support from the management is not coming. Maybe in a way will be a unless Obeka say any sign of so these are the problems. I think that it's good they held that meeting, and I think that the management will start doing the right thing. Ebian and say, "What good friend, Emuna will change Ebian narratives." No, I'm a house of folk.
Okay.
We can go because no to.
Says it don't make a problem actually.
Oma catch it all. Okay. Now it's up to the management to fix those problems. No. So Jordan, some now work can also. What you hono?
Maintain interview ni.
Black Stars. Mom say.
What you ni? And I was one for headline just added that. You heard from him.
I support. Yes, Kakra say.
I support.
I'm so too much bit of you. I can't. Me can't. You say. Me tear from there, but me can't. Me can't. Right? Because he feels to say. It's like there will be a cabin. Say the Black Stars of today. And here a lot of infusions, a lot of players coming. So Nima, why? Now Kofoka, young Kofobimra, and Kofobia Omona, Omo leagues are Ebia Black Star Omuna, Yako work up with the Omuna Abwa. And he feels he said no. The Black Stars no, so 2-1. Now they are getting better. They are improve.
That is not for him.
And it's now. I say they will have time to play among themselves. So they will not need that wholesale or surplus baby now. You come for baby. I know the no Black Star. And now he's the captain. And now he's the captain. So I know and the call raise is that brother. Player. The day you should go. Yes, yeah.
On this boy. Jordan.
Also Leicester also.
Sir.
Aye, Leicester
now what Leicester now go for Manchester and why
no, it's microphone I come. Let's help our Black Stars.
Well, let's someone book Premier League zoom in from now.
We have a long way to go. The Ghana football no, a long way to go. And Shinia, Senator Canada say no. NTBI, there will not be any football once again. Okumasi. So, you see, now a bad name for you to now. So criticize the players in pounds a bad name because I'll give you a genuine reason why they're not performing, and an important reason why someone cannot perform. Maybe inka sana kwa bono uchi omko manga sana bono. Ebe ngomo nyade o. Anka sana bono. But they've given you a reason why. Enti amu now they are now blaming you so munti na mama enti mbo en mbo because mo come there. Time asenka ya eti na asenka ye rest no. Na ekwe bucket.
Ye go pensu.
E go pensu adware. Na echi ye ni nampo ma ye chinchin ye pensu. So when they give you this reason, there are tangible reasons why
they are not
performing. Eti now what do? So now the blame is management. Now, oko management in so now you look at it say almost what have they done to get those scars and commodity about team obra? Corona is the economy supporting like side business now more na. What today we should Kroma say ne the echoes of Kroma say ne how for football say football ne tiana. Then say ubeyo bia say companies willingly put their money in football. One, Bosumi, how much Skasen as team na generate as internal FNC and one system generate. Apart from gate process and one no, and gate is separate in as one stadium. Eti you see, se has Kotoko and whoever teams in Yano and move away from 3 points now combine business, add business aspect to it. And then the teams you know in Europe are now going the sporting director way. Omokon way because now they need a CEO or a CEO to focus on Sika. Sana beya on combine 3 points in Sika. Now on my team no encore financial crisis mu. And what there? Let's look for a sporting director or that's already beyond to or journey football once him. Ni appear see you are also to or that's already beyond to the ordinary how to raise money and run the club. By idea, sorry, none years ago for a numa. See you on one as on one ball or Juma Park and on where you on there, you could Pesica on the way.
I said the MD should be the overall. He should have a snipe of every department.
But you see, there should be someone
because there's a marketing or the business people. There's a but one next by say
but you see there should be someone who or direct role on the no report to the MD. So sports
commercial managers.
And a board also side.
So it is for the CEO to appoint all these people.
So make anything no and then how Kroma say see on the belly na on to me the BI Kababa you didn't chomaka na come and so we are football there we are if you are not careful and chebiano guana begu na
good year for non kasa good year
oh na say John Pencer do kasa bia and chebia na last month ya no say you're a good team to go and be playing the semi-final and the final of the World Cup.
So they were confident.
Coaches, coach, I don't know.
Oh, say a good team to.
Na a good team no kwanya no whatever.
Oh.
Ya yan kind of crunch and John Person who say you say we coach what dey. Why no just say kasem mema say ya no me ya na.
Oh encourage you.
Yeah, be say no me ya akujugu na pressure bomb so no. Because I want for hope. Force hope.
You encourage you.
There be some encouragement where they can pay.
Okay.
Some force hope PDM moi. He knows very well. Today I say our best center back is injured. Uncle won't work up in the B.
Why?
Sadly is out of the game.
Oh, but said they have this.
You know, I don't know. I'm gonna insist. The other one no problem.
Oh, you couldn't say Bibrio.
I don't want you.
What I'm for now, you got to train out on him.
On the price. Moment.
Abdul moment.
What product that? So also you see
a so bad. Performance coach Kasa house saying. Yeah, go ahead, Kakaka.
So you man so.
Be
na yedem pabo be techiri say e be duru be na etime agina yi. Na Santo Koroko had a chance to fix challenges out to club no for the past 20 years. Ebe. Yeah.
Chance in bad man.
I feel na ba. Board ya be. So too. Say on so your researcher na to you look back at research no topic now you know more my be pain. Now what me dey sometimes even cite them in your research methods now we can say we document them so where you see literature review no review ni nyina. Fortunately for a year Kotoko the last 20 years I presented all the evidence you need to be successful our club of the Kotoko. And the conversation is very simple. The board can't fail us this time around. To see Bibiabo no through no adding so any day.
Almost
started. Almost buy Kromu winning match.
Oh, sir.
Winning match. So I'm buy no more Vichy and on board draw. And I'm a couple Carella and I'm lose. Then I say I'm buy.
Yes, almost you my
pa. Until you man that one in your market.
No, there's only to for Bata one. I'm
come. I'm gonna come. I think so. I'm gonna try a match the expenses. I'm buy a winning match.
You would say Anslot my bedi league. I'm to do be birthday. And original so the way. Zach say a year more na character to us. No, we balance a send the house or count. So can you say a won't okay. I can say a won't Diana because yes, so okay.
You board you buy a winning match. But the focus is not going to be about immediate success. And not the end said I'm have fine movies.
Yeah.
We want to see structures and development within the Kotoko setup.
I think I agree with you. They have every opportunity to do that. And these are people with experience in the corporate world and others.
So we shop Kotoko. In Fiebe do no edi enemy. Omombe no omun free musao. People are there to give you what omun ye. Dr. Keke Sapo, Nana Amponsa, Lord Opokunti, Dr. Kwamiche, Nana Bafo, Herbert Mensa. I mean, the IMC. Yeah, so them young fan come from even the 21st century, babe.
Herbert left in 2003.
Yes,
23 years.
And Ira Bafo Betwaso. Ude ba.
Mr. Kessie.
Yes, Mr. Kessie, despite almost team no.
Yeah.
Into to say, you are more my no be out you who you exactly.
Because I come from
a very simple, they cannot fail.
Okay.
we are not demanding immediate success. That would be so unfair with them.
I think your suggestion is fine.
Because I feel that Kotoko need to take a break, but they need to rebuild. From of course from the scratch, because clearly in terms of fans mobilization at the form team keja oxygen in here to revive. In terms of quality of players, your fellow local blasters players are how many Asante players near from Akum? And in terms of the identity of the team, entertaining the fans at the form team keja. The brands of Kotoko in terms of sponsorship. So IMCU, most of the sponsors with the IMCU. Yes, Alpha 1 year. Country, I think I don't see a 1 year. THB, a wood this year. High sense. It looks like Kotoko is coming back to ground zero when it comes to the sponsorship unit. Clearly, say motomo dem say what to kwan bebre so I heard some of the clubs say boom do Africa hey and ukom training grounds baby or more even say on more manufacture product no aba be turn on Sunday and create man who say product papa no more manufacture ba obekoko die a unfinished project in Kwa.
Thank you.
So the new board must start work intensively.
Papa nsi do frabro chiri buy no still so what got na
Jordan asem no kan no ambeze me kan asem kakra bi e Jordan do blasters na nye obi ajapade obi any wa blasters ye she ni gisi obo blasters
they are regular players
agreed and no depends on the could be do time bi na say yensesan nobody can stop it. So just nobody can stop it. And a ball no, omo na ebu. But yes, ye hwe. And you will be a ball. Timi de bia masma me can say. Blasters mzoto ye nye justify o. Hwe assembly e ba Ghana for fire adwene ko. Mzoto tie. Work up na ka how many months?
Work up saka 3 months and.
And ye ya tie. Kudus opera meboa. Francis Ebu opera. Kojo Pon pepra opera. Ernest Nyama wepra Salisu Krade yon haye ntimi fane ko okay Tarek Lamte wepra Thomas Partey ote bench e wo Villarreal Kamadin Sulemana mte enura na o last match na nsan do benya be because CDK wepra oye bench warmer e wo Atlanta Ali Disedu France bench warmer Prince Edu Kwabena bench warmer Jonas Edeche ejete bench warmer ono a Jordan na okasa enura no what bench e wo Leicester City
Leicester
yes what bench it is science no yes it is science no enye good enfama blasters so to players ya mabo mudin omobro 10 o and omo nyina ka players na Jordan say omomo ho no ye nti nya say de bi be ka ho no oh na da asem no kana ana nya no ano no anya no ano no ye pese ye ko World Cup ni ko make a case at the World Cup we cannot go to the oh me ba chomo kasa ma just be fair ba chomo oh kasa metia nice men sorry nko yo me yedin na metia unti ba chomo ma kasa ba men kasa ntia obia aha so me yedin se me de du ana maka timbezo ba cho yo microphone fi na kasa aka 4 minutes Neto eti yentimi ntina wo se ye betina saade we hu ne be do time ye ko World Cup no na ye players bi nye active but because omo bo qualifies ni bi the chinchina for mo ko World Cup no footballer dem zotu say we active e wo club because national team no need time bebre afi ne be ma time say because ABM zotu why slow eti e ma time na training na catch up to speed ni sa anyoma no say the problem ni city no abema boda na ye mu bi call say national team no ye hear additions and omo instant impact so at them say instant impact based on your current situation you me instant impact enye obi amzoto otini ba bia o wo ye twam ni akofa na ba yes ye begege ne so no instant eti hwe obite obi say Calomos no do tutu meba obi say Calomos no do
oh no they are more no it's not fair but people are listening go vote yango
obi say Calomos no do tutu Oba says here instant because he is playing and I will deliver on Nottingham Forest and a place the father do at the bench baby na prepare. It's a team blasters team. We need a lot of changes. Asana World Cup ni akwa ya de. And you hear players am to mobile and you be about 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes. Baba na ba tell o tell me chana say. It's you hear players oh. Bacho.
Nya o mo mutie no, o mo muntie ase. Bacho mutie.
Eti Messi Jordan, adwuma we nya na adwuma. Otuado na ese ye beka sa akire no say ese blasters no ye team no fa dodo na ebi yare da yare mpa so ebi so okro mutim mu nya bi mo eti se team ni beko World Cup na ye be ya de de a ye be hia sesan e bebre arms to ye be ye nyame ya adom akina me ba board ya sama obed ko rezi ba yi ene CS board we there ye expect some there a lot of changes be ba kotoko problem ba kwani ye nyina ye nim ene say mfie miensa bi ya ye changes na da bi akotoko start from zero. Every 3 years, you will be no be but no best starting from zero. I hope somebody on my bed, Mr. Towe, there 5 years. No bet me there a lot of changes. Then after 5 years, where there's some better to us or no month to us. The Jumano on my year.
5 years.
Yes, a Jumano on my year. No, but another announcement will come. Okay. Another announcement will come.
Okay.
But yes, we are central for a role to play.
Yeah.
So tell me, oh, Nyame ya do much now address that issue.
Central.
Yes, you will role to play.
Which role is that?
You stage because we be pekotoko adwuma no aga dance ntwrofo bi e bi wa no makohia ba bi no aka asema tontom no mizoto no debi now we shed that be twan tro to obi so